No, like I said, the long run right there was caused just we had two guys in the same gap, left that C gap wide open, and that's just happened to be where they ran it.
All right, Helena making some substitutions, bringing a fullback. So it's going to be twins left, single receiver right, fullback in the backfield. Helena's quarterback's set, and he fakes it to the running back and runs to his left, and there is no one. He's gone. He's down to the 10-5 goal line. Richard, this is the
no, like I said, the long
surprisingly enough, I'm going to be honest with you. There ain't nobody touching nobody out there.
No.
It's like we're scared to death we might catch something. They ran 4 plays that drive, and it was 2 plays. Somebody didn't touch somebody for almost 30 yards.
Right. So I mean, they had a 40-yard run and then a 20-something-yard run right there. That's 60 of the 80. They had an 80-yard drive there. 60 yards and was untouched.
All right, Richard. They got into the Cajun boys and our Po Boys blue zone before they scored a Dr. Hayes, Robbie Hayes touchdown. Native Louisiana, Donovan family brings recipes to the Deep South. Cajun boys are located in Pelham off Highway 52. However, they are opening an additional 2 locations in Shelby County, 1 in Chelsea and 1 on Valley Del Road and Caldwell Mill in Inverness. Cajun boys and our Po Boys, 205-624-4612 or CajunBoysandOurPoBoys.com.
And Ray, we're short 1 man this week, and I'm going to go ahead and blame it on
touchdown.
Can't blame it on He's a good thing.
But
we're having to keep our own stats tonight. It's been a struggle. It's like coaching football and keeping the chain at the same time.
It is.
But that was a 1 minute 8 second touchdown drive. 80 yards. Pick up 6. And the extra point was good. It's going to bring the score with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left. 14-0. Now I'll tell you, last year in the Chelsea Helena game, Helena went right down the field. He scored to start the game.
Remember that?
And then we fought back behind. Ended up winning 24-17. So Helena's probably got that on their mind. Hey, we've never lost. We never beat Chelsea.
It is.
They beat us last year in our place. Let's go back and repay the favor.
Bob Kirkendall of Art Realty, kickoff sponsor. Realtor Bob is a retired federal agent, law enforcement agent, using 26 years as a criminal investigator to continue a life of service to help others through real estate. If you need help in the real estate world, you can call Bob at 205-413-0600 or visit realtor-bob.com. Like I said earlier, Bob is headed to the beach. It is safe travel. No school tomorrow for Shelby County. Kids, your kid, Pelham, got school tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to work tomorrow.
What about Monday?
No, I don't have to do no kids Monday, and I don't have to work Monday.
That's good. All right, Chelsea's going to take over on their own 20-yard line. Wins right, wins left. Need help to the left of the quarterback. Call Bob. Ball quick pass to number 6, Michael Gibbs. And Richard, Michael is a quick slant right there to Michael Gibbs across the middle. Ball was thrown a little behind him, and Michael never tried to make an adjustment to slow down. He thought he was just going to catch it behind him, keep running, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, it was thrown to his backside hip, and he reached back trying to get it, but his momentum was just carrying him too far, too fast forward.
Chelsea's going to take
wasn't
over
able to bring it in.
Chelsea's got to settle down here. Second down and 10 left. It's a trip back. Single receiver left. Pass. Carter Blair swings to left, and he barely gets the pass off, and it goes absolutely. They tried to throw a quick screen out to number 13, Jacob Boyle. And Helena is just, they got us figured out. I mean, the only way we've moved the ball, we had one big run, one pass, and comeback pass by Doug Wood. And other than that, we ain't done much.
But I'll tell you what, the four defensive linemen, they're not bringing any pressure. No, they're just bringing those 4 guys, and they are rushing really like the Notre Dame 4 horsemen. And I tell you what, they're getting in there, and they're just wreaking havoc with the slant.
Twins right, single receiver left, tight end in Helena formation. They got us figured out action here. Fake it to Carter, throws a quick pass across the field, and we dropped that pass. Richard, we are dropping balls. We are not blocking. We are not holding on to the football. We look sloppy right now. So a week of being off for us has not helped us. And a win for the Helena Huskies has been a help for them.
We got to get something figured out,
Tight end in Helena formation.
quick, because we can't go down 21-0 in the first quarter.
Quick pass across the field. No, we can't. I mean, you're right. We've been on defense twice, and we've given up 2 touchdowns. So we got to hope Jacob Boyle hits a good punt right here. The returner for Helena standing on the 44-yard line. Jacob for us has not helped us. The guy from Helena's calling Peter, get away, and the ball bounces at the Hornet 45, so not as good a punt that time as the other time. So Helena will take over, like you said, with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left at the Hornet 45-yard line.
The thing that worries me the most is that we had the ball for 33 seconds.
Yep.
Our defense got to rest for about 33 seconds. And, the defense is going to get worn out. So we've got to get a stop here. The defense has got to help themselves. They had 4 great games on defense last, against Pelham. We kind of got exposed a little bit, but we got to
the other time. So Helena will take over. Defense still in the field. Jordan Smith had the guy in the backfield. 45-yard. Richard, I wonder if number 20, do you remember when we were at the middle school, that running back that Helena had? Yep. Really good running back. Collier was an 8th grader, and he was a running back for Helena, and he rushed for a bunch of yards. I wonder if number 20 was a sophomore. He runs hard.
Remember, we seen him in the hospital. He was in the hospital.
We sure did. Had a concussion. All right, 2nd and 10 after the loss. Twins left, single receiver right, fullback in the backfield with Smith. Had the guy in the left, he's looking for a guy. And once again, why not? Pelham ran the hitches on us about 15 times the other night and completed every one of them. So Helena is trying to follow suit. They've run 4 hitches, and we ain't got nobody with swinging hair of any of them when the time the ball's gone.
Right. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that number 20 is a sophomore.
So that's him.
He was a stud then. He had a hard time stopping him.
Yeah.
We were able to contain him, and luckily we were able to outscore him for the win. But that's number 20, Marquise Johnson.
That's not. Pelham ran the hitches on us about 15 times pretty good. Trips right, every receiver left. Imagine that. Hey, for once, we came up on the hitch. And we knocked it down. Great job by Will Sullivan right there. They've thrown it to Will's side about 4 times. And that's the first time we've broken it up. So great job by the senior, number 4, Will Sullivan. Yeah.
We're able to contain
not blaming Will, not blaming the defense. Sometimes when a team sees what you do and they might see how far you're off the ball or whatever, right now they've got our number on running those hitches.
Yeah, well, like you said, it worked again. Pelham showed that it worked.
Yeah.
Might as well try it.
Helena's going to punt the ball right here. They're on their own 40 or 45, kick it straight up in the air, and I don't know why we ran up on the ball like that, because typically when you're not going to catch it, you don't run up on it like that.
Right.
So Chelsea's going to take over, looks like at their own 17-yard line, where with 1 minute and 42 seconds left, Chelsea down 14-0 to the 1-4 Helena Huskies.
Well, the good news is the defense is able to get a stop and get off the field. We're going to start on our own 17-yard line there, Ray. But, like I said, putting the defense out after a 30-something second break, that didn't even give the coaches time to talk to them a little bit. So – but you know what? We just turned around and Helena's had a 45-second.
I was about to say Helena didn't do much better.
No,
so not getting a lot of time. But Chelsea has the ball, trips left, single receiver right. Collier Blair in the backfield. Collier goes in motion to the left. Quick pass out to Collier. Hits Collier in the feet.
Well, Turner had to throw that time. The right defensive end.
He
for
came
Helena,
upfield fast.
He did come up I can't even say it. Upfield fast. And made Turner try to change his throwing motion. When he did, he threw it into the ground. So we're going to get the defensive end. He has a big number 99. I don't know that he's 6'6" like that guy was last week against Pelham, but he's a decent-sized kid there. I don't have him on my roster here.
Richard, years ago when we went to Helena, when you and I were coaching over there at the middle school, Helena had 8th graders were unbelievable that year, and they're all juniors this year.
Yep.
So I imagine that defense is loaded with juniors. All right, twins right, twins left. Fired across the middle to number 17, Lando Nichols. Lando catches the ball at about the 40, 45-yard line, battles his way up to the 48. Huge gain of about 40 yards, well, about 35 yards right there on that pass catch from Turner Griffin to Lando Nichols for a pickup of about 35. It's going to be a Chelsea Hornet 280 medical supply, first down.
And I'll tell you what I like about our receivers is they don't just catch it and go down. They're trying to get yards after the catch. And they're fighting for every yard they can get. We just got to make sure we protect the football.
All right.
I think it's got some confusion, looks like.
Well, it looks like we got tight end on the left, trips right. Helena has called. There's a flag down. And I'm not sure if it's against Chelsea or Helena. Turner's pointing toward Helena, so they must be lined up in the neutral. Yeah, they're lined up in the neutral zone.
We'll take it.
Richard, I have lost. Oh, I do see it. Chandler Pruitt's in the game, Richard, at tight end.
Okay.
So look for something right here with Chandler Pruitt in tight. Chandler's fast, hadn't played any offense this year, so I would not be surprised here if Chandler doesn't run a go right down the middle of the field with his tight end formation. Collier Blair running in motion out here to the left. So now the quarterback's in the empty formation. And there goes Chandler. Oh, and they're blitzing up the middle, and Turner had no time to throw the football, and he got eat up in the backfield. He lost about 8 to 9 yards, and it's going to bring up second down. And you saw what happened. Chandler took off right down the middle of the field, and see Chandler comes off, and Caleb Tyndall goes back on, but he didn't have any time.
No, and I'm telling you, Helena's not bringing any pressure. They're just rushing with their four down linemen. And
they brought number 24 came on a blitz on the same side as 99, and they overloaded this left side. So that's going to bring up second down and 8 right here. The ball is at the Hornet 40-yard line. Twins right, twins left. Ball handed to Collier over the right side, and he has nowhere to go. Picks up about 1 yard. Helena's doing a good job of containing the sophomore.
You know, last week when we put 42 points on the board offensively, or 35 points offensively, you know, we kind of limited our negative plays.
Yeah.
You know, our self-inflicted negative plays, and we've got to figure out a way as the quarter comes to an end. We got to figure out a way. Coach Causey and the offensive line coaches have got to figure out a way to slow down this defensive
attack
pass rush from Helena.
All right, Richard, that concludes the first quarter. Chelsea 0, Helena 14. We want to thank CrossFit of Chelsea Total Fitness Solution, Mind, Body, and Spirit. CrossFit of Chelsea is our first quarter Hornet Club sponsor tonight. And then tonight our second quarter sponsors, Absolute Heating and Air. Oh, Johnny Rich, saw him today. For all your heating and air needs, Johnny Rich will be more than happy to help you. 205-699-2494. Johnny Rich at Absolute Heating and Air is our second quarter Hornet Club sponsor. It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful.
And Ray, don't forget our timeout sponsor tonight. This is a quarter timeout. Ridgecrest Homes. Ridgecrest Homes is excited about their partnership with Cool 96.9. Ridgecrest Homes is building homes in the new farmhouse community, Adams Ridge, located in Chelsea behind Publix off Highway 280. Ridgecrest Homes, 205-980-2877, or ridgecresthomes.net.
David, you'd be proud to know that at lunch today I talked about Ridgecrest Homes for about 15, 20 minutes. Talked about y'all's showroom that you have there in the Narrows. Yeah, the little tiny house, the office building there. I talked about your homes, and I have a friend of mine that just bought a home of y'all's, and I've helped him move in, and it's a beautiful house. I even remember removing one of the doors, and it came off just like that. That's perfect.
Is that what you wanted to do?
Well, no, I had to take it off to move furniture in. So it came off very smooth. Beautiful home over in the Polo Crossings neighborhood.
Looks like David's got some been eating some popcorn back there. Some of Miss Donna's popcorn, and some. Yes, I forgot she brought us some candy too.
All right, 3rd and 15. We got a whistle. Oh, timeout.
Yeah, timeout, Coach.
Chelsea.
That's another Ridgecrest Homes timeout there. Coming out, Coach did not like. There's some confusion. I think we're missing somebody there. We got Gabe Ruffin didn't know he was supposed to be out there. I don't think. You know, so
week 6, we should know we should be on the field.
You're exactly right. Exactly right. But, yeah, Miss Donna brought us some Sour Patch Kids, like you said, popcorn, cookies.
Hey, speaking of cookies, Miss Donna,
please don't eat a cookie on the air, right?
No, Richard, we can eat a cookie.
You going to mute that microphone for me?
Well, maybe. Donna made us some great cookies.
Yeah.
Richard talked about some of our wonderful sponsors tonight.
Well, you know, our can't forget our game sponsor, Ray. Like I said, Skelton's. Well, let me mute that microphone.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning. Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning offers repair and installation services in the greater Birmingham area. At Skelton's, they believe in quality, honesty, and integrity, and that's the way they conduct their business every day. Skelton's Heating and Air offers quality work at a fair price and combines that work with impeccable service. Whether it's residential or commercial, you'll appreciate the technical skill and personal commitment to putting people before profit. 205-277-6055. Speaking of heating and air, you know I had to replace my condensation pump finally.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't hard. I was able to do it.
YouTube?
I'm good, thank you, Miss Donna. My mouth will get dry. I won't be able to eat if I get a cookie mouth.
That one there was a little drier than the first one. First one was soft and chewy. That one,
they're good though.
It is a little crunchy on that one, but that's all right. Fat man never complains about a cookie. Twins left, twins right. Looks like we got 4 verticals here. Turner throws across field, and it's going to be caught. Lando Nichols did a great job of coming back to the ball because really, Richard, terrible pass.
Yeah.
I love me some Turner Griffin, but he just let it go, which would have been okay because it was 3rd and long.
Yep.
And great pickup. I was about to say, we really need to pick this first down up. Big play by Lando Nichols. And Turner threw a beautiful pass. Yeah. He just kind of threw it off his back foot and didn't have a whole lot on it.
Well, he stayed in the pocket.
He did.
He had some pressure. He had to let it go.
All right, 1st and 10 at the Helena 35-yard line. quick pass out to number 6, Michael Gibbs, and Michael tries to cut back against the grain and falls down, but not until he picked up about 5 yards. So, you know, Richard, I've always joked, well, if people run hitches on us, why don't we run them on other people?
Well, there you go. There's your one right there. It was a little quick. They brought some pressure off the end there. It's good to see Ethan Shaw check in the backfield.
First time back in a few weeks.
Yeah, see what he can do. Maybe that defense is getting a little tired from that rush. Run some up the middle there. May slow that rush down a little bit.
Twins left, the ball handed to Ethan Shaw, and Ethan's breaking tackles. He picks up another 280 medical supply, first down, so his first run back. And, you know, he said he was about 80% runs like that and make you won't be thinking about your 80%.
Well, what that's going to do is that's going to make your defense, you know, right now we've been trying to hit the edge. We haven't had any luck with that. But that inside run like that slows down that pass rush, and those guys don't get up the field as fast.
All right, Ethan Shaw remains in the game. It is Twins left, Twins right, ball on the near hash mark. 10:51 left to go in the second quarter. Ethan moves to the right of Turner. Turner calls for the snap, drops back to pass, throws a wheel route out to number 17, Lando Nichols. Lando catches it down to the 2-yard line.
And that time they brought pressure that time.
They did.
And Turner, again, stays in the pocket and trusts his receiver and lets it fly. And I don't think the defensive back ever saw the ball.
I agree with you.
And Lando picked up the ball and came back and got it.
He did have to come back on that one, too.
Another great throw and catch.
All right, I bet the ball's handed to big number 22, Ethan Shaw here. As big as he is, he's a load to bring down. He moves to the right. Looks like we moved a little early. No flag. The pile's moving. Looks like it's in the end zone. I hadn't seen a signal. Touchdown, Chelsea. Ethan Shaw, the senior running back. 10:21 left to go in the second quarter. Chelsea 6, Helena 16. Richard, we were in that blue zone, the Cajun Boys blue zone. We are thankful for Cajun Boys and our Po Boys. Cajun Boys and Po Boys are located on Highway 52 in Pelham. Opened up 2 locations, one in Chelsea, one in Inverness. Cajun Boys are our Po Boys, 624-4612, or CajunBoysandOurPoBoys.com. The Robbie Hayes extra point is good. So we have that's actually a Cajun Boys extra point. Robbie Hayes, the Hayes Eye Center, is our touchdown sponsor. Dr. Robbie Hayes has been serving the communities of Chelsea for 27 years. Dr. Hayes is a trusted member of the community and takes pride in providing exceptional eye care for his patients. Dr. Hayes is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School. 205-678-2020.
Sorry, Ram, over here.
No, that's why I was reading. You did great.
That was a 3-minute, 30-second, 83-yard touchdown drive, Ray. Helena only had 1 5-yard penalty, and to aid that, you know, Chelsea had two drives last week against Pelham for 80 yards, but those were aided with penalties. But that was a 3-minute, 30-second, 83-yard touchdown drive for the Chelsea Hornets. Is going to bring the score 14-7 Helena with 10 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Thank you, Richard Powers. This is Bob Kirkendall of Arc Realty, kickoff sponsor. Bob is a retired federal law enforcement agent using 26 years of criminal investigator to continue a life of service to others in real estate. If you need any help in real estate, you can call Bob, 413-0600. Ball is kicked deep, returned at the 15-yard line of the Hornets. Returner's getting upfield. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, and brought down, looks like by number 80. That's going to be Jake Adams.
Yeah, Jake Adams, another sophomore. Yeah. You know, what is Lando? Was that Lando, or was that, I'm trying to tell? That's Lando kicking off,
Lando
too.
Kicked.
You know, I cleaned the windows here before the game. That's no lie. But it didn't do a whole lot of help. It still got a little blurry here. Your windows are a lot cleaner than mine, but
well, I did a little better job.
I couldn't tell if that was 13 Jacob Bowl or 17 Lando Nichols, but it was 17 Lando kicking off.
All right. Helena comes out in 4 receivers over here to the left. I bet it's coming a pass over here. What do you think? Empty backfield for Helena. The ball rolls. Nope. Quarterback keeps it on his own, rolls to his right, and he's hit, but not until he picks up about 6 yards right there by number 45, Cole Behrman, number 56, Wesley Pouncey. Wesley coming from that nose guard position, chasing the quarterback down out there. That's just a great hustle.
Well, when you got a weapon like Stamba at quarterback, you can play some games with the defense by like spreading them out to the wide side and letting him just run a keeper back to the backside, to the short side, to your sideline there, was what Helena did.
How big is he, Richard?
Let me see. Let me pull out my old trusty. Well, I say trusty.
Yeah.
I can never find a good roster. But
all right, Twins left, single receiver right, fullback in the backfield with the tailback. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes it to the running back, has a little running room, picks up another 280 medical supply first down, gets up to, well, that's going to be close, but it's up to the Helena 46-yard line. where, yes, it will be a 280 medical supply first down with 9:22 left to go in the second quarter. Chelsea has put points on the board. 14-7, Helena has the lead, though.
Stampa comes in at 5'11", 180. It reminds me of Matthew Marquette.
Yeah.
A little bit more than the Pelham kid last week did. This guy,
I agree.
He's a little leaner and a little bit quicker, I believe, than
trips left. Ball handed to number 20 over the right end, and he goes up the sideline. Richard, they're running to that weak side. And, with that trips, I wonder if we're calling our strength to the trips, which puts us kind of shifted over to the right. But they're running back weak, and they're having a lot of success. They've run that play about 4 times, and number 20, the sophomore for Helena's got about 75 yards of rushing.
Yeah, he's pouring it on right now, and he was a load to bring down a couple of years ago, and guess what?
And he's not. How big was he, Richard? Do you remember? Do you have that on your roster?
5'8", 165.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Same play to the right, buck sweep to the right. He lowers his head and picks up about 4 yards. It makes you wonder as a defense coordinator, and you do defense, do you try and bring pressure off that weak side knowing that's what they're running? What they're going to come back with now, they did it a while ago, and they scored a touchdown, is they run the same formation. The quarterback fakes it to 20 on the buck sweep and keeps it around the left side, and they're in the same formation. Let's see here if they fake to the tailback. Trips left, single receiver right, and sure enough, that's what they do. Hey, look at there, Richard. I'm a prophet.
You are. That was a nice tackle right there by Todd Justice coming up from his backside linebacker. He'd had enough. He's getting hooked on that play before that. Getting hooked by that big tackle out there. That time he was able to beat the block and was able to bring the quarterback down for about a 1 yard gain.
Richard, this is what I was talking about early in the game. This is kind of what I was talking about watching film. They can be very predictable. They run very elementary, and I say elementary. There's not a lot of trickery. Trickery doesn't look like it's overly schemed.
No.
It's just your basic hand sweep right, hand sweep left, quarterback keep it. They kind of telegraph what they're going to do. Well, right now, Helena's going to call another Ridgecrest home timeout.
Well, and Coach Busby came from Fultondale, and correct me if I'm wrong, they're 3A, right?
Yeah, they are.
Well, and a lot of times you can scheme.
You can.
You can scheme more, or not necessarily scheme, but, it's not as – I know football is football, and I get it, but, they're doing a lot of their plays aren't difficult as far as what they're running. It's just a lot of times their alignments is what – there's really no rhyme or reason to what they're doing with their alignments. They're trying to trick you with their alignment.
Yeah.
A while ago they had quads out here,
just to run right,
and they ran right. Yeah. And it's just something that the defense has to plan for.
All right, Richard. 7:33 left here. 14-7. Helena does have the lead, and right now Chelsea's got to come up with a stop right here.
This is a big stop. This would be a big down, and I would bet Helena may consider this 4-down territory.
They might. They punted a while ago from the same side in the first quarter. But here's what I'm thinking. You got a hitch coming over on the right side, the Will Sullivan side. Twins right, single receiver left, quarterback rolls to his right, and there's the hitch.
Yep.
And it's almost picked.
Yeah.
Who almost picked it right there? Once again, I predicted the play. Maybe I need to call plays. Chandler Pruitt, the sophomore, in the ball game. Big play by him, and that's just him doing his job, getting in the flats right there. Because isn't that the Hornets' job and the Rovers' job is to get in the flats?
Yes, that's exactly right. Because we had a cover 3 that time. Corner was going deep. Chandler did a good job of using his speed to get out there in the flats, out there underneath number 1.
Our 4th down right here, 4th and 9. Watch for a fake. Helena punched it straight up in the air. Goodness gracious, I ain't seen a punt like that since Zach Pyron used to punt for us in youth league.
I was going to say you.
Whatever. Our buddy Zach Pyron, he's a freshman this year, Richard, up in Fife High School. He's quarterback starting for them this year. He's listening with his dad up there in the Fife, so using that app, the Cool 96.9 app. So some friends of ours that used to be here in Chelsea, and I joked Zach never really punted for us like that. And I loved in youth football when you would say, I need a punter. Everybody, remember we would have tryouts.
Oh,
and remember Hamp
kickers, punters,
kicker. Everybody lined up to punt. Yes, and Hamp lined up to punt. And that was some fun times. That was some good times right there. All right, Chelsea's going to take over after the punt, the shank punt. Helena punted the ball. Looked like it went straight up. Ethan Shaw stays in the game. Twins right, single receiver left. The ball is at the Chelsea 21-yard line where they will take over on the far hash mark. Ethan moves to the left of Turner. Quick pass out to Michael Gibbs, number 6. Michael makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss. and lowers his head and picks up about 6, 7 yards on first down. So, Richard, we've got to do things like that if we want to stay competitive here. We got to pick up positive yards on first down.
Yeah, and that was something that Turner was struggling with at the beginning of the year, was hitting those guys in stride or hitting them in the front pocket, front shoulder.
Yeah, momentum.
You know, and that time he was able to do that.
All right, 6:48 left, Twins right, Twins left. Ethan Shaw remains in the game. The ball handed to Ethan Shaw at the middle, lowers his head right there. And Richard, number 51, came up, and he got drove back, even though Ethan, you know, only picked up a few yards. No, matter of fact, he picked up a 280 medical supply first down right there. Big run by Ethan.
And that's Nathan Dunaway. He's 6'1", 200. Ethan
run slap over him.
Yeah,
Ethan weighs about 230.
Yeah, Ethan's a big dude. He always has been.
All right, Twins right, Twins left. The ball on the 32-yard line. Ethan Shaw in the backfield. They're bringing pressure off the end. A quick pass. And like you said a while ago, Turner has to throw quick. Helena, and that's one thing watching on film, they love to bring pressure. We were talking to the freshman today and walked through that Helena will bring some pressure on you, so you got to throw it quick.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times a blitzing defense is one that's not fundamentally sound. So if you have to blitz a lot on defense, it's because you don't trust your guys to play base. You know, and Helena right now, they're doing a lot of mixing their defensive ends up. We've seen a lot of three-man fronts this year. It's different seeing a four-man front like we are tonight.
All right, 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Trips left, single receiver right. Ethan Shaw in the game. Quick play action pass. Throwing down here to Reggie Fisher. The ball's up. Oh! And I don't know how we didn't come down. It looked like it went right through Reggie's hands. Cooper, we're going to go to our sideline reporter. Cooper, what are you hearing? Is Collier Blair okay? Ethan just getting his reps? Crickets. Chirp, chirp.
Hey,
Collier,
Cooper, turn around and face us.
A little bit of that thunder and lightning combo as you and seems like Collier is good to go. We're just getting Ethan his reps.
Good, good. That's good to have another back, give Collier some rest. All right, after the incomplete pass to Reggie Fisher, 3rd down and 10 right here at the 31-yard line of the Hornets, moving from left to right in the second quarter here. Twins left, single receiver right, tying in the backfield. Helena brings pressure again, has to throw quick to number 6, Michael Gibbs. He's going to pick up about 6 yards, but he's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. And, you know, Cooper, we realized, hey, they're going to bring pressure pretty quick right here, so we got to throw some quick passes.
Yeah.
And we are.
And something that bringing Ethan in, too, is that gives you a little bit bigger pass protector.
I agree.
You know, Helena's
Good
bringing
point.
some good linebackers. I mean, some big linebackers and some big defensive linemen coming in there. And Ethan just gives you a little bit bigger body on some pass protection. Not that Collier doesn't do a good job, but it's nice to have a little bit bigger body in there to help protect Turner so he can get the ball off a little bit quicker.
Jacob Boyle, the junior, in to punt. The ball is up to the Hornet 39-yard line. Possible fake territory right here. It's not. The ball snapped, and it's punted, and it's punted up. It's a tight spiral, and the Helena guy runs up and tells everybody to get away from it. Takes a Chelsea roll down to the 29-yard line, 30-yard line of Helena. It wouldn't surprise me right there with a fake. I know that's 3rd down. The other night I was at a game, Richard, and a team faked the ball at it was 4th and 11, and they had the ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
They're 20 with 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and they were up 14-7. They faked it.
Wow.
And didn't get it.
What game was that?
That'd be Coosa Valley.
Oh, okay.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Helena Huskies at their own 30-yard line. Trips left, running back to the left, single receiver right. I wouldn't be shocked if you don't see the hand sweep to the right. Nope, drop back pass, little hitch and go. Got some pressure. He's having to roll to his right, looking to throw downfield and run. Did he say player down or flag down? But he did not throw the ball, so he lost 5 yards.
Yeah, that's what we're right beside the Helena coaches, and they about lost their stuff.
Well, and I don't blame them.
The quarterback
you
just
can't
ran
run
out of bounds
and lose 5 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Is number 13 a senior?
Yeah, oh yeah, he is. He's
got to know better. He does. All right, Trips
just throw
left.
that ball away. But hey, we'll take it.
Yes.
Hey, that's a negative play for them.
5 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Quarterback keeps it, runs behind his tailback. He's got a little running room, Richard. There's no reason for that. You know what's weird is we've done, and
you know
like
what?
you said it earlier. Yeah, he's got to come out. Quarterback's helmet come off. He picked up about 8 yards on that play. We've done a really good job between the tackles. They're doing a decent job running between the tackles right now, but you said it. Helena's got a big offensive line. We're looking number 70, 74, 76, 53. They got some big boys out there. The backup quarterback, I'm going to guess he don't play a lot of quarterback. His number is 40.
Well, what's wrong with that? You couldn't have played quarterback?
I could not have played quarterback, so it's going to be 3rd and 5 right here. Chelsea's bringing a little pressure off the end. The ball's handed off to number 20 up the middle, and we've got him hemmed up, so that's going to be short. Great opportunity, great time for the quarterback's helmet to come off on 2nd down, because 3rd down, typically you're not going to throw it with a backup quarterback, especially wearing number 40.
Well, they just lined up in the eye right there and just ran a little lead play there. But it's 4th and 1, and they may go for it here, Ray.
They ain't going to go for this.
They're
not going to go for this.
Well,
the ball's on they're on 39-yard line.
Yeah, with 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the half.
No reason to.
No, they're going to punt this ball away.
No, they could fake it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Number 40 is also their center, or long snapper. I just saw that. All right. Chelsea's in their defense. They're in a safe defense. We have nobody back returning this punt. Looks like Connor Griffin is going to drop back. The ball is punted end over end. It's going up there, and
he called a fair catch. He called a fair catch.
He did call a fair catch, and he got hit, but he tried to call it in traffic. Richard, there were people everywhere.
But you can't hit when you call a fair catch. You can't hit the receiver.
It looks like Helena's recovered it, but it looked like he
called
was
a
hit
fair
by
catch.
one of our own people.
Well, that might have been the case.
Coach Goodwin's in here talking to the side judge. We called a fair catch, and I don't know that he got hit as much as he had to run up into traffic and try and catch it.
Well,
you got to get away from that. You can't even. I mean, you see all them people. Why run up in a pile of people to try and make a fair catch? Because the people around you don't know where the ball is. So Helena takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35. 2nd turnover in the night for the Hornets. Ball handed they tried to hand it off, but he didn't go anywhere. Jordan Smith, the junior, did a great job on standby right there. Loss of about 3 yards. So we figured out the quarterback keeper. That's a good thing.
Yep.
You know, and that right there is just a defensive end read. We've been working on that this week, like I was telling you. Looks like Helena's going to I formation, Richard. They just brought number 40 in and brought 2 tight ends in, took all the receivers out. I don't understand this move here for Helena.
Well, 13's still at quarterback there.
Yeah, it's the wing T.
Oh, yeah.
It's the ball handed number 20 off tackle, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. He waits and patiently picks up about 3 yards. You're moving the ball in the shotgun. I'm trying to talk quiet because I don't want the Helena coaches to hear me trying to speak wisdom into their coaching staff. But why? This is tomfoolery right here is what this is. You bring in a whole offensive set on 2nd down to run the wing T. On 3rd down, you bring in a whole set to go back to the spread. So I think we're fooling ourselves here with all the trickery. All right, and Helena now's got people running around everywhere. I'm telling you, Richard, sometimes, you know, the old KISS, keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
Trips left, single receiver right, running back in formation. Throwing a quick screen pass. Number 13, intercepted right here by Chelsea. Stephen Fant moved to the Hornet down to the 30, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Chelsea. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. All the trickery. Oh, my, do not tell me there's a flag. My gosh. How?
On the 40-yard line. Nobody was anywhere near him.
Why would you even block anybody back there?
What are we doing?
Oh, my gosh. He had nobody within 20 yards of him. Why would you hit anybody?
Gosh.
Give me a stick.
Wow.
I'm gonna start beating somebody up.
I don't understand it. He was 10 yards in front of everybody.
10. He was sideline warning. Oh,
okay.
Thank you goodness.
Wow.
Sideline warning means nothing.
Just excited. Back up. Okay. You need to apologize to him. You're gonna beat somebody.
I'm gonna take the stick back and break it. I'm gonna take the stick and get people back off the sideline.
There you go.
As Dewey used to be.
Dewey.
Dewey used to be the get back coach, and he had a stick, and he'd walk around hitting you with that stick. Get back. Get back. Dewey, God rest his soul. He's in heaven now, we hope. All right, huge play by the senior Stephen Fant. Big touchdown interception return right there. Got a Robbie Hayes, Dr. Hayes touchdown and a Cajun Boys extra point that is good. So with 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in this first half of Chelsea football, 14 Chelsea, 14 Helena. Wow, big play by the defense, Richard.
You know, and I'm so glad to see Stephen get that.
Oh, I am too.
He's such a good kid, and he's worked so hard. You know, he moved positions from his outside linebacker position to that Hornet position. You know, and it's just moving out just a couple of yards. But still, I tell you what though, I wish Stephen would have ran like that in middle school because he was getting it.
He was moving.
You know, and he saw green. He wouldn't hit his head on the goalpost.
And Richard, thank goodness it was a high throw. They're trying to run a little tunnel screen right there, and it was. It went off the receiver's hands, went straight up in the air, and Stephen was there. And like you talked about, Stephen's a great kid. Coach, here he is a senior year. He's played stat linebacker all year long. And this week, Coach Gellison goes to him and says, hey, we need you to move out and play a different position you've never played. And he does it, and what happens? He's rewarded.
Yeah, and he played a little bit last year. But because he's, like I said, he slimmed up a little bit past couple of years.
Not that he needed to slim up.
No, he didn't need to slim up. No, he didn't. But I mean, a lot of times you slim up, you get a little bit faster. Let me say that. He didn't slim up. He leaned up. Lean and mean is what we're going to call Stephen Fant.
All right, Bob Kirkendall of Art Realty kickoff. Fair caught by number 3. Catches it on the own 28-yard line where the Huskies will take over 1st and 10. So didn't want to give him a chance to return that. So, Richard, we got a new ball game. Started off 14-0, and it was looking a little dim as time because we were not moving the ball very much. And here our defense stepped up with huge play. So, Richard, what that also does, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I think that hurts the psyche of the quarterback a little bit. I mean, he ain't thrown the ball a whole lot, and he's thrown about 5 passes, and then he's got 1 pick six.
Well, and our Coach Ellison and Coach Crabtree and Coach Hibbs, they've kind of figured out kind of what Helena's doing, and we've had a good time. We've had some opportunities to stop their offense, and so their coaches are panicked a little bit.
They got a tackle over formation here. We got Twins left, tackle over. Ball snapped over the quarterback's head. The whole sea of blue was coming, and Stamba, the senior quarterback for Helena, jumps on it at his own, the 13-yard line. How in the world did they spot that on the 13-yard line? His head was like at the 11. Big time. They're going to call a timeout. That's going to be a Ridgecrest home timeout by Chelsea. Richard, once again, Helena looks confused. This is what I've been seeing on film. Helena looks confused on offense. They got people trying to motion each other to get over, and I just don't understand. Next thing you know, Helena's going to come out in the wishbone and trying to run the ball. They're not going back to what's been working for them. They've run the hitches. They've run the buck sweep. They've run the counter. Now, yes, we've shut the counter down, but the buck sweep has worked at times. So sometimes you can outcoach yourself. We've seen it for years.
Well, that, and with teams, we talked about this earlier in the year, with teams that have not had a lot of success over the past couple of years, when they start to get a little success, it makes you wonder how are they going to react to it.
Yeah.
Did Helena, they came in fired up and they put up 2 quick touchdowns. Well, Chelsea's matched those 2 touchdowns, and now there seems to be a little panic on the Helena sideline, like, oh no, here we go again.
Yeah, and that does happen.
It does happen, and you just got to stay the course. Both teams got to stay the course.
No, they don't. They can fall off the ship for all I care.
They can just keep. Let's have another bad snap here.
After the bad snap, second about a country mile, ball handed off to number 20. 20 doesn't have anywhere to go. Chelsea's defense is fired up, Richard, after the turnover by Stephen Fant, and looks like we have another Ridgecrest home timeout by Chelsea. Coach Goodwin wants the football back.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't blame him.
It's 3rd and 25, and
why not?
His defense is playing well. That time Kobe Clements combined with Todd Justice to make the tackle there. It's going to bring up, like you said, 3rd and 25. Call a timeout. You got 1 minute 44 seconds left. You get the ball back, and the way we've been throwing the ball, maybe we can get another 6 points for the half.
And here's what is a Helena coach, and here it is, 1:44 left to go in the half. Do you play it safe, run the ball, keep the clock moving, make Chelsea burn another timeout, or run it, with 35 seconds off the clock, or do you try and throw the ball here and risk a turnover? If it's me and I'm calling plays at 3rd and 25, what is that? Yeah, that's almost 30. I'm safe. I'm maybe throwing a quick screen, maybe throwing, or running a draw, or just running off tackle, because you want the clock to run. The last thing Helena wants right here is the clock to stop.
Right.
So,
and as your counterpart, your defensive coordinator, that's what I want to tell you too. Keep it safe.
Yes.
Let's keep it safe. Let's punt, and then we'll go play defense.
All right, trips right, single receiver left. Running back is to the left of the quarterback. I'm going to go, and they do. They hand it off to number 20, and Jordan Smith holds on, and here comes Cole Berryman, and who's diving over the top right there? That's Jamie Gandy, another sophomore. So got some young guys on the field, and I wondered a while ago, I saw Jamie walk on the field. He was hurt a couple of weeks ago. Did you hear about his injury?
I heard they had to
hurt his neck, had to call an ambulance, and he's had a sprained neck, and thank goodness and prayers went up to him immediately, and he's out there. So glad to see him back out there. So now we got LG and Lando Nichols both standing at midfield. So Helena will be punting from their own 13-yard line. Hopefully we can get a bad snap here. Snap is high, Punter comes down with it, kicks, and it's end over end. Just get away from it and let it bounce.
Just get away.
So here we are. The ball is.
They're going to call that?
Well, let me tell you what they called it on us tonight.
Yeah.
They called Will Sullivan right there for personal foul. They called a pillback block. We had they had intercepted the ball, and we hit a kid in the chest, and they called us for a pillback block on one of our kids, and I argued the call, but they're really, really watching out for that this year. They're worried about kids' safeties and you just peeling back and hitting people. So now Coach Goodwin is on Will Sullivan and saying, hey, there's no point in that. There's no sense. It didn't help us. That was actually Coach Ellison.
Yeah.
But he was telling Will, hey, Will, that doesn't help us.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. There's no reason.
Back is going to back us up 15 yards.
Yeah.
We had great field position.
Yeah.
We're on the ball on the 35-yard line, 37-yard line. Now we're going to be back around midfield.
Yep.
And that's our second 15-yard penalty of the night. I mean, 15 yards with 55 seconds left
is huge. That's a huge penalty.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's unnecessary.
Well,
what's the point? There's no point in doing that right there. But, you know, all right, so being 1st and 10 at the 35.
I think they just called a block in the back.
Is that what they called?
I think that's all they called.
That's a 10-yard penalty versus a 15.
He just said a block in the back. Yeah, pushing the back.
But it's a spot foul. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And the ball is at the 50-yard line.
Yep.
So we lost 15 yards. So it must have been a
well, it
did happen.
Spot
foul
at the 40.
About the 40. Yeah. All right, 55 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Chelsea has the ball, trips right, single receiver left. Nobody in the backfield, empty backfield. Turner's back there. Helena's bringing pressure. He's throwing quick across the middle. Number 1, Collier Blair. Huge pickup. Turner once again laying on his back, staying in the pocket and throwing it like you mentioned earlier, and picks up another 280 medical supply first down with a completion to Collier Blair. Turner getting everybody hurried to the line with 47 seconds. Turner's going to spike the football, and he does. And the nose guard for Helena, did you see what he did right there? He dove at the center's knees and cut him, trying to cause the bad snap right there.
I'm sorry, I was over here.
Donna, you got any jalapenos on that? Because my nose just lit up. Oh, my goodness, I can't breathe. Somebody call 911. I need AED
you're sissy when it comes to hot stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, my
those
glands.
boudin balls a couple weeks ago about killed you.
Yeah.
And they weren't even spicy.
My glands just opened up. 44 seconds left. Second down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Another empty formation for the Hornets. Turner in the backfield by himself. Ball snap. Helena once again bringing pressure. Turner rolls to his right. He's got a man down there. He's got a man. Oh, wide open.
Oh!
Douglas Wood just dropped a touchdown. Ain't no well.
Well, let me tell you what happened. Number 12 came in between
him
and the ball.
In front of him.
And Dougie, he's usually got sure hands. It kind of just broke his concentration for a split second there. I thought Turner could have ran for about 25 yards.
Well, he could have, or he could have caught the touchdown for a touchdown.
Well, you're right. He could have caught the touchdown for the touchdown.
Yeah, he could have caught the touchdown for a touchdown. Well, and Douglas, like you said, Doug is upset with himself.
Yeah.
He knows.
Doug's a senior. He's a good player.
I love him to death.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
All right, they brought Ethan Shaw. Looks like Helena's going to call Ridgecrest home timeout. So what they're doing is they bring Ethan in, like you said earlier, for a little extra protection in the backfield because Turner had to run for his life. And you're right, he could have ran for probably 20 yards without being touched.
Well, and what I like is all the players are there just kind of patting him on the head, like, hey, it's okay. He was so wide open, and he was just seeing, hey, it's touchdown, and then this white jersey flies in front of you, and it just breaks your concentration for a second. It just happens.
All right, Ridgecrest Home is a proud sponsor we have here for one of our timeouts. They build homes that are excited, and with their partnership with Cool 96.9, Ridgecrest Homes is building homes in the new farmhouse community, Adams Ridge, located in Chelsea behind Publix off Highway 280. Ridgecrest Homes, 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net. We are thankful to Ridgecrest Homes for their timeout sponsor. Thankful for all of our sponsors. Our Hornet Club sponsor tonight is Absolute Heating and Air. They're our second quarter sponsor for all your heating and air needs. Johnny and Rich will be more than happy to help you out. 699-2494. Absolute Heating and Air is our second quarter Hornet Club sponsor. All right, there's 34.9 seconds left. We are in Twins right. We're in Twins left. Ethan Shaw is checked in the game. Turner looks like he's not quite sure of the play. Coach Goodwin signals it into him. Ball's on the far hash mark at their own 30, at the Helena 35-yard line. Ethan comes out of the backfield. Turner throws it up in the air, and he's got a guy, and it comes back. Did he catch it? No. It looked like a back shoulder throw, and Richard Helena's guy helped Turner up, which is great. I'm going to tell you something, and I don't know how much NFL you've been watching, but if we were in the NFL, they would have done called a roughing the quarterback penalty, which I think is weird, and I get the whole protect the quarterback in the NFL because that's who people come to see. But if you really want to protect kids, that's who you need to protect is high school quarterbacks because, my goodness, you know, that's who runs these offenses. We don't want these quarterbacks to get hurt where they can't go play at the next level. All right. Can't tell if it's fourth or third. It is 4th and 10. Yeah. Twins right, twins left, ball on the far hash mark. Drop back to pass, throws a quick pass, come back. And who is that to? It is going to be a first down. I think you're right. It's Doug Wood.
Another great comeback by Doug. I mean, and there was a great throw. Turner's, again, having to throw off his back foot again, but he's just throwing it. And it's a timing route, right?
Yeah.
He's throwing that ball before Doug's even made his break.
Yep.
And he's just letting it go, and he's throwing it to the sideline to where either Doug catches it or it goes out of bounds.
That's right. 4th down pickup for the Hornets here with 20.3 seconds left. Twins left again, trips right, so we're going to be in empty formation. Turner Griffin, 20.3 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Chelsea trying to put points on the board, but we don't want to turn the ball over because we want to at least have a chance for a field goal. Ball snap, time, ball thrown to Lando, ran a little quick 5-yard out, picks up another 5 yards, and only lost about 6 seconds, which is kind of odd. It took 6 seconds to run that out route. Pickup of 8 yards on the play. Going to bring up second down and a long 3.
You know, we'd like 6 points out of this, but, you know, the way we've been kicking the ball,
hey,
you know,
we kick some 50-yarders as we can practice.
Yeah. So.
Same formation, twins left, trips right, empty formation. Turner in the backfield by himself. The ball is snapped. Helena bringing a little pressure. A quick slant across the middle that looks like Reggie Fisher and just a little out of his reach. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Clock stopped. Nobody's hurt. 3rd and short here. With the we're down to 9.7 seconds. We only have time for probably one more shot at this, Richard. And I don't know if we have any timeouts or not. Do you?
I don't know. There's been
Cooper,
a lot
do you
of
know if we have any timeouts left? Cooper Griffin, sideline reporter.
I do not think we have any timeouts left.
Then we got to take a shot in the end zone. You cannot complete this in bounds. Well, if you get a first down, you might have time to spike it. Empty formation, twins left, trips right, Turner in the backfield, ball on left hash, 9 seconds. Clock ticking, low snap. Turner calls his own number, makes a guy miss, runs to the right side, 10, 5, dumps in the end zone. He says touchdown. There is no review. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's a touchdown, Chelsea.
He hurdled
He did hurdle.
You know what? With no
time left.
And we talked about that earlier. Turner was feeling it. You know, he ran the ball early in the game, and he hurdled. He did a great job. He knew he didn't have any time left. He had to get in the end zone, and he did a great job of doing that.
Richard Helena just threw the challenge flag. I'm just kidding. There ain't one. Hey, big touchdown right there for Chelsea with no time left. Huge momentum. Collier Blair made a huge pickup block right there about the 10-yard line. So we got a Hayes touchdown, Hayes Eye Center touchdown, a Cajun Boys extra point. No time remaining on the clock. Your Chelsea Hornets 21. Your Helena Huskies, if you're listening, are 14. Martin Moody talking a little smack as he runs off the field, and there is a flag.
Wow. This night coach is going to be happy about that. And I'm going to tell you who's going to be fired up here when he gets up here, and that's going to be your halftime interview.
There he is. I can see his reflection in the glass.
That's Proud Papa there, the sideline reporter, starting quarterback coach, starting quarterback that just scored a touchdown. That's one. But, you know, he's more proud of probably his cheerleading daughter and his son Gabe, his set of twins. So we're going to bring Scott Griffin in. You want to talk to Scott while I add us up some stats? Right?
I can if that's what you need me to do.
If you don't mind, I'd like to get to some stats.
Yes.
No Greg
hey, they
tonight.
called a personal foul against Chelsea, so that'll be on the kickoff.
That's our 3rd one tonight.
All right. So as the Helena band comes on, Richard, if you'll give up that headset and you give up that seat, I'll get one Scott in here. Scott, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good right now.
So Scott Griffin is not only just a dad of a quarterback. We don't just have players, dads, and moms come up to interview. Scott's up here for a different reason. He's up here for Hope for Gabe. But, hey, real quick, tell me about that play. I just hollered, ain't going to be no challenge flag on that one because it was close. He jumped right over the pylon right there for a big touchdown.
Well, my first thought, I was telling Tracy, I said no matter what happens on this play with 9.3 left, he can't take a sack and he can't get tackled. He's got to know to throw it away. So when he took off to run, my first thought was he's got a seam, he's got an avenue to the goal line.
Yeah.
And I saw that guy closing in. I thought he might get to him right before the pylon.
Collier picked up a big block about the 10-yard line right there, and it was a huge touchdown. That was a big touchdown with no time left. Right. it's not a dagger for Helena, but what that is, that's a heartbreaker because you have worked hard not to get them in the end zone. And for that to happen, that's tough. But, hey, good for the Hornets. So, hey, while we got you up here, we only get a few minutes. Tell us what's going on. I looked at Facebook the other day. Tell us a little bit about Hope for Gabe and who Gabe is. So, for people that don't know who Gabe is, you can tell us a little bit about him.
Absolutely. So, Gabe Griffin is my son. Tracy's my wife. And, years ago when he was born, he looked healthy. Everything was great. But we just kind of knew something wasn't right. About age 3, we ended up having some tests done at the suggestion of a neighbor who was an occupational therapist. And we found out that our what we thought was healthy son was diagnosed with a terminal disease called Duchenne, which is a form of muscular dystrophy, D-U-C-H-E-N-N-E. As you can imagine, we never, ever heard of it. Of course, everybody's heard of muscular dystrophy with the telethons and things of such. But, I can handle wheelchairs, as sad as that sounds. But then when you hear the word terminal, no cure, no treatment, that was like a dagger. And I'll never forget my wife falling to the floor in the fetal position, screaming, "No, not my baby, not my baby." So I decided at that very moment, I looked at her in the eyes, I said, as God is my witness and with everything in me, we are not going down without a fight.
That's
we are
right.
not going to let this happen to us. And at the end of the journey, if it doesn't turn out the way we wanted it to, we'll be able to look each other in the eye and say we did everything humanly possible. So we decided to form a foundation called Hope for Gabe. And we believe that, to beat this thing, we need to raise money for research. But our main goal is to also raise money for awareness because nobody's going to give $1 to a disease they don't know anything about.
That's right.
And so we do that by traveling around. We go to D.C. a lot and advocate. We're in Montgomery a lot. We passed the Gabe Griffin Right to Try bill. Gabe was the poster child for the 21st Century Cures Act in D.C. We've done 3 bicycle rides across the country. The first was Oregon to Mobile. Second one was Maine to Mobile. And then this last one was Oceanside, California, all the way to Annapolis, Maryland. And when I tell that story, people look at me and laugh, and they're like, surely you don't ride the bike. And no, I don't ride the bike. I drive the motorhome and the vehicles for camping. But there are some special cyclists out there that have done an awful lot for us that do the riding. And, we go across the country raising awareness. And it's amazing to me how when new parents are diagnosed, which you can only imagine, as a parent, you see a train coming, and it's your job as the parent to push the kid out of the way and take the blow for them. Well, in this case, Duchenne is the train, and I can't do this alone. And so when we get calls from parents who feel like they have no hope, they don't know what to do, where to turn, where to go to get information, and they literally think all their hopes and dreams are over. It's awesome to be able to pull from the experience we had with Gabe when he was newly diagnosed and give these people a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
And make them understand that, life's not over. There's going to be a lot of valleys, but there's going to be a lot of peaks as well. And, we could have chosen to put our head in the sand and say, woe is us. But you know me a little bit.
I do.
A lot of people around here, that's not in my nature. And so we decided that we were going to take this head on, and that's what we've decided to do. And I will tell you, when we moved up here in '98, we were not in the Chelsea school district. We were in another school district. And, we thought long and hard about where we wanted to move to when we decided that we were going to move. And we decided that we wanted to move to the Chelsea school district and the community. And I will tell you, there are a lot of schools out there that have welcomed us, opened their arms to us, and really taking Gabe in. But nothing compares to what this community has done for my family, our foundation, and specifically my son Gabe. From the Shelby County Board of Education, working with us to come up with the right school plan, IEP for him, to the coaches that do Hope for Gabe night and Hoops for Gabe, and the Hope for Gabe leadoff tournament. I mean, it's amazing to me, and we're blessed beyond belief to be part of the Chelsea community and to have, quite honestly, all 4 of my kids come through. K through 12 here has just been an unbelievable experience.
Well, and one thing you have is you have a faith that you rely on God for your strength, and God's will is perfect, and He makes no mistakes, and we're thankful for that. So, quick question for you.
Yep.
in relation to Hope for Gabe, what have you learned about Duchenne's from his diagnosis at 3 till how old is he now?
He's 13.
So it's 10 years ago. What have we learned about Duchenne's? Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah, you are. Duchenne.
What have we learned medically? Any progression? Any new research that's found? I know there's not a cure, but I mean, where are we at with Duchenne's 10 years later?
Yep. So, as the dad who was going to take this face on and not let it impact us, unfortunately, the sad truth is Gabe is progressing. The disease is progressing. He's pretty much on a scooter full-time now. We're having to adapt our house currently and modify it for, wider hallways and bathrooms and such. But that being said, as far as the research community goes, we have come so far. And I'm telling you, Ray, Coach Franklin.
You call me
I'm
Ray.
telling you,
know that.
I'm telling you, we're closer than we've ever been. I pray to God every night that we get there. I'm just going to be candid. I don't know if we'll get there in time with the way this disease is progressing. I was hoping to keep Gabe ambulatory with us, walking around. That is slowly starting to slip away. He still can walk. It's a struggle for him. But with all my faith in God and all the prayers and support that we have out there, it's amazing. And I say this a lot of time. I get to speak at several different places, and God opens up so many doors for us. And a lot of times, and almost all the time, we just have to have the courage and the strength to walk through it.
That's right.
And I just want to share one quick story. I was having a Gabe day. Tracy and I have these things called Gabe days where we feel sad, we feel woe is me, why us? And I was having that day, and I was like, why is this happening to us? Woe is me. I was sitting in the parking lot outside a Lifeway Christian bookstore, and this was, the one at Lee Branch.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and Turner, my oldest, who's 17 now, and just
scored
a touchdown on that last play. He was embarrassed of his Bible because he still had a kiddie Bible and, small group kids ribbing him and stuff.
Right.
So I went in there, and I talked to a buddy of mine, told me what type Bible to get. So I was going there to get him a teen Bible. So we go, or I go into the store, and again, I'm woe is me, why us, this really stinks. And I'm on the aisle with the teen Bibles, and this woman walks by, and she said, "Sir, you can take them out of the box, and you can open them and flip through them or whatever." So I find the one I'm looking for, and I open it up, and I take it out of the box, and I open the Bible up. And it was a Bible that tells you the front of the book that you're about to read. It tells you what you're about to read.
Right.
And then at the end, it summarizes, kind of makes it easier
like
for the
study
team.
Bible.
Yeah, and honestly, for me too.
Sure, I understand.
So anyway, I open the book up. There's no bookmarks. There's no ear tabs or rabbit ears or whatever they're called where you fold it down. It wasn't the middle of the Bible. I open it up, and it's to the book of Job.
Yeah, no Job.
And at the very top of it, it said, "Have you ever asked yourself, why me, God?"
Yeah.
And I sat there, and I smiled, and I teared up, and tears started coming down my face. And the woman walks up to me. She goes, "Sir, are you okay?"
Yeah.
And I looked at her, and I said, "Ma'am, I've never been better." And it's things like that that have made me more aware going through this journey with Gabe, that he is with us on this journey the whole way, and there is a plan. Well, I may not know what it is, but there's a plan.
That's okay. Well, Scott, I appreciate you. We thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. And, hey, here's something. A friend of mine has cancer right now, and he says, why not me? Why not me?
Right.
Why am I special?
Right.
So we'll continue to pray for him. We do. We love all your children. Your son plays for us on the freshman team. They're a quarterback. Known your family for years. We appreciate you. We love you.
Yeah,
and thank you.
Cooper was going nuts down there.
He's our yes, I saw him. So. Well, he's doing a great job for us, and we thank you and love your family.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
you. We love Chelsea. Love you guys. What you do. Thank you for your time, and go Hornets.
Go Hornets.
Yep. Thank you.
We're going to listen to Chelsea High School Band here for the rest of the halftime, and we'll come back to you here in a minute with some stats.
right, everybody, welcome back to the Chelsea High School Thursday night football game. Tonight's game is brought to you by Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning. Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning offers repair and installation services in the greater Birmingham area. At Skelton's, they believe in quality, honesty, and integrity, and that's the way they conduct their business every day. Skelton's Heating and Air offers quality work at a fair price and combines that with impeccable service. Whether it's residential or commercial, you'll appreciate the technical skill and personal commitment to putting people before profit. 205-277-6055. Ray, welcome back to.
Hey, I'm back. That was a great interview by Scott Griffin.
Yeah.
Hope for Gabe. We've seen the shirts and the signs for many, many years. You know, that's the first time I've actually ever heard Scott's story when it comes to Hope for Gabe.
Really?
So I appreciate you letting me interview him, because I was sitting there thinking at first, we were going back and forth who was going to interview him, and you said, hey, let me do it while I do some stats. And I thought, well, okay. But he had a really good, his story, you call it testimony, however you want to put it.
Right.
But, it's like we talked about, he finds his hope in Christ, and he knows that's where ultimately who's in control. And it's tough to say that. But, there's tough things going on in everybody's life.
That's right. That's right. You're right.
So, Rich, our halftime sponsor, back to our sponsors. Halftime sponsor, not American Tree Maintenance. American Tree Maintenance has solutions, providing responsive monthly services with seasonal treatment. ATM, American Tree Maintenance, has one goal in mind, making your property have that wow factor. Custom plans are created for each property. American Tree Maintenance, 205-669-1925, or call atm.com.
And, Ray, I talked to Cooper Griffin a while ago, and he's going to try to get – we didn't get Coach right before the half, and so we were going to kind of see if Cooper could get a hold of Coach before, so he's going to ask him. But while we do that, I'm going to go over our halftime stats, Ray. In the first half, Chelsea had the ball for 10 minutes, 55 seconds. And in that, they got 188 yards with 2 turnovers. Helena had the ball for 13 minutes and 5 seconds, had 154 yards and 1 touchdown, or excuse me, 1 turnover. That was the big pick six by Big Stephen Fant right there. Well, I say big Stephen Fant, but big, huge play right there. Big time play by Stephen Fant. Let me read you these yards. Let me read these yards to you. 47, 80, 32, 9, negative 14. You want to take a guess as what that is?
That's no, go ahead, tell me.
That would be Helena's drive yards from the beginning of the game, or the beginning of the half to the end of the half.
Make some adjustments, didn't we?
Yes, we have. Coach Ellison, Coach Crabtree, Coach Hibbs, all the defensive coaches there did a great job there. We said they got to get it figured out. And so, like I said, negative 14, of course, that came from a bad snap. But you know what? The defense still did a good job of holding them, keeping them from getting a first down. Forced the punt, which we were able to go 50 yards for that Turner Griffin touchdown to end the half, to give Chelsea a 21-14 lead. Ray, and if I'm not mistaken, I think last year we started out. Helena went down the first drive and scored.
They did.
And then, the score at halftime last year, I believe, was 17-14.
This year, 21-14.
Yeah, and I think Chelsea ended up winning 24-21 last year. But the two games, is very eerie how these games have they kind of mirrored each other last year and this year.
Well, Richard, this game did start off a little bit on the
Hey, Ray, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, sorry,
Coach Dustin Goodwin for the Chelsea Hornets. That was a great first half that you guys played there. What adjustments are you making going into the second half?
Well, we definitely need to be able to run the football in the second half. We threw it and caught it well, and we're able to sustain some drives. We had a big play defensively there with Stephen Fant getting the tip pass and returning it for 6. Energized our football team after a slow start, and we're just looking to come out in the second half and play well and finish this one off.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Cooper. Appreciate you getting Coach Goodwin to come to us. We didn't get a chance to catch him. There was a penalty there, so it looks like Helena probably will get some good starting field position. What you got, Mr. Powers?
Is that Watt Parker down there on the sideline?
It is not.
It looks like him, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Coach Parker is athletic director in Decatur High School.
I knew that. But
he texted Coach Neves today and told him good luck against the Huskies. Coach Parker was the high school coach here at Helena last year and was let go. So I'm sure he wishes no ill will toward Helena, but I think he's excited that maybe Chelsea can put a W in the column for the Hornets.
Well, the way our broadcast ended last year to Helena with the dad yelling at us coming from the press box as we were sitting in their stands under a tent.
Yes. You bad-mouthing the officials.
No, that would be you. You remember that, Mom?
We almost got shanked.
Yeah, you said that That mom turned around and told you were obnoxious.
I think she was talking to you.
No.
She might have been talking to my shirt. It said Chelsea Hornets.
That may have been it. But you know what? That matter because we got the W.
Yeah, we did go out there with a W. Huge play. The guy dropped the ball on 4th down, which I don't know had anything to do with Coach Parker, and that's where the dad was hollering at us, take Coach Parker back with you. And I'm thinking, hey, Coach Parker didn't just drop that pass.
No, he didn't. Coach Parker's a good coach.
Great coach.
He shouldn't be treated like that. But anyway, hey, you know, like I said, this halftime, like you said, was brought to us by American Tree Maintenance, Ray, as both teams have taken the sideline. Both teams kind of took the sideline to start the second half kind of nonchalant.
Yeah.
You know, there's really not – I know it's Thursday night and don't have school tomorrow, but, I mean, you know, you think Chelsea would be fired up about getting the second half started, and Helena would be excited about, hey, you know what, we started good and we kind of ended on a sour note. Let's get out there and show them that we really mean to play.
All right. We got a Bob Kirkendall of Art Realty. He's our kickoff sponsor. After the penalty, Chelsea will be kicking off from their own 25-yard line. A 15-yard penalty for it wasn't in sportsmanlike. It was a personal foul, right, Richard?
Yes.
I think that's right.
Yes.
But Bob Kirkendall of Art Realty, Realtor Bob is a retired federal law enforcement agent using 26 years as a criminal investigator to continue a life of service to others through real estate. If you need help in the real estate world, you can call Bob, 205-413-0600, or visit realtor-bob.com. Lando kicks a hot ball. Number 17 catches on the 25, and he moves to his right, and he is going to get tackled. We had 2 guys miss him, but then it looks like Chandler Pruitt and number 36. That's going to be Logan Shores, if I'm not mistaken, Richard. 2 sophomores on that tackle for Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's a great job. You know, Logan and Chandler both, we've coached them in middle school and in youth league football, and so it's good upcoming stars here for the Chelsea Hornets.
It's good to see those guys that are playing well on Monday nights getting a chance to play a little bit on Friday.
That's right. So Helena will take over after the kickoff on their own 32-yard line. The far hash mark, trips left, single receiver right. Ball fake to number 20 and kept, and Stephen Fant on the tackle along with number 86 Todd Justice. So we are starting the third quarter with Chelsea has a 21-14 lead, a 7-point, 1-touchdown lead over the Helena Huskies.
Yeah, that time Todd and Stephen were able to come together and make the tackle there, but it's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 right here for the Helena Huskies at their own 36-yard line. The ball handed to number 20 around the right end, running to the short side, and only picks up maybe about 2 or 3 yards. So after that gain of 3, it's going to be about 3rd and about, see when they spot it here. It's going to be 3rd and 3 right here. So, Richard, another big 3rd down for Chelsea. If we can get the stop here and get the Helena to punt, let's get the ball back and see if we can carry some momentum offensively into this third quarter.
Yeah. I mean, we've got to get a stop here. Like you said, 3rd and 3. We can get here. The way they've been punting the ball, we should get in pretty good field position if we can get a stop here.
All right, Helena trying to get the signal from the sideline. A lot of players looking at the sideline trying to figure it out, bringing one player off, bringing another player on. Play clock down to 17. No, 10. They can't see it. The goalpost is right in the way of both of them. It's hard to tell with the number split. Down to 5 seconds here. Helena shifting running backs over. They're barely going to get it off. That's to delay a game. Oh, my goodness. There's no way that play should have never gotten off. That every clock in the stadium was at 0, and they still had not snapped the ball. How none of these officials see that, I don't have a clue.
It's his back judge. It's going to bring him a 4th down.
It is his job.
It's his job.
Yeah.
But I was listening to somebody talking about this the other day, and what they say is those guys are watching the clock, and then after they see that clock 0, then they got to see if the ball's moving. So you actually get 25 and a half seconds, but there was about 26, 27 seconds.
How about this?
That time.
Multitask for me. All right. Helena is punting. Good snap. Held on the ball for a while. For a second, I thought maybe he was going to fake it. Oh, that is dangerous right there. The ball was rolling, and Lando Nichols dove because he didn't want to catch the wrath of a coach by letting that ball get by him, and that ball was going to roll down to about the 10-yard line.
It was going to roll, and he did a good job.
He did. He dove for the ball and jumped and caught it. It was a risky move by the senior Lando Nichols.
Well, and I noticed that their punters the punter takes his time.
He does.
And that time we came after it, almost got a piece of it. starting at about the 25.
Yeah, 10:24 left to go in the third quarter. Chelsea has the ball 1st and 10, going from left to right on your radio dial. And they have the ball in the far hash mark. Desmond Battle checked in the game at fullback. Ethan Shaw in the backfield. Get a little meat back there. Ethan lowering his head right there. And big number 51 that got ran over earlier did not get run over that time. Did a great job of stopping Ethan as he picks up about 2 yards. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Hornets.
Yeah, that time, Ethan ran into a wall of 51.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see the other number. There was about 2 or 3 Helena guys there that converged, created a wall for Ethan to run into. But like you said, not before he picked up 2 yards.
All right, same formation. Desmond Battle, the senior. Ethan Shaw, the senior, both in the backfield. Ethan moves to the right, Twins left. Lando Nichols comes in motion, handed to Lando a little speed sweep. Ethan with a nice block, and they called a block in the back.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was close.
It was.
But in that tackle box right there, I don't know if you – I mean, that was close. No, they called a hold. Well, I guess they didn't call Ethan. I bet they called Caleb Tyndall. He grabbed his head. He was not happy about the call. We thought they were going to call Ethan Shaw on the block in the back, but they called – looks like maybe Caleb Tyndall on the hold. That's fine. Miss Donna's doubling as our chef, cookie extraordinaire. Now she's our helper here getting us some drinks. All right, after the 10-yard penalty hold, it's going to bring up – it's going to be – well, I can't even see it. It's going to be 2nd down and about – what is that, 22?
Yeah.
All right. We ain't got to get it all back at once,
That's
but
right.
let's get about half of it here and maybe half of it next time. Twins left, single receiver right. Turner drops back, throws across the middle to Caleb Tyndall, and Caleb drops the ball. Well, he wasn't down. He dropped another. That's his 2nd drop of the night. It was a great pass.
Yeah,
nobody else was going to get the ball but Caleb.
It was thrown low,
and
he slid.
That'd have been about a 20-yard pick. Well, no, it wouldn't have been 20, about 15, 16-yard pickup. Would have given us a nice 3rd down. So now instead of being 3rd and 5, it's going to be about 3rd and 22.
You got anything in your playbook for this one?
Yep, I got a draw or hand off to the running back just up the middle. And we're going to throw it, throwing a quick pass. Well, what that was, our camera extraordinaire. Hey, by the way, Smitty, Andrew Smith, we interviewed him for the, was that the Jackson Nolan game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I interviewed him for Jackson Nolan. Andrew Smith is our program. He's for the youth YouTube channel. I can't even think of all the titles he has. He's at the hospital tonight. His wife and him had their first child today. I've not heard if the baby has arrived. They were having their first child today. And so I texted him a little bit, and he told him we were praying for him and thinking about him. So Philip Dyson's running the camera, and he was wanting to know what that play was. So punt is away, punt hits and bounces. It's going to come dead. Looks like maybe about right at midfield. So on the 3rd down play, we tried to fake a screen left and throw it back right, but it happened so fast that Turner threw the ball at the feet of the receiver, so it went absolutely nowhere. So after Helena goes nowhere on first possession, Richard, Chelsea goes nowhere on their first possession.
Yeah, you know, and it's like as much fireworks as we saw in the last time we came out and played Pelham, this has been offensively kind of a dud.
Yeah, not a lot of offense, but that's okay as long as it's from the Helena side. Twins left, ball at the 49-yard line of the Hornets, handed number 20. He bends it back across, lowers his head as Connor Griffin comes up and makes a tackle, but not after he picks up about 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards, depending on the spot. Might even be a 1st down.
Yeah, that time, number 20 here, he had a head of steam, and he just kind of lowered the boom on Connor Griffin a little bit there. You don't see that often because Connor usually brings it.
Yeah, he does. But number 20, like I said, is a big, strong kid for Helena. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. Twins left, fullback in the backfield, single receiver to the right, running back offset. The ball's another counter play up the middle, and he busts through the middle again. Connor Griffin on chase, big block right there.
I thought it was a block in the back.
I thought it was going to be a pillback block. They've called it, and they did not call it right there. But, you know, I agree that shouldn't be called. He's just blocking. He's got to do his job and block right there. So 2 big runs by number 20, the sophomore for Helena. So Helena is moving the ball. They've got it all the way down to the Hornet 22-yard line with 8:20 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hopefully Helena will go to the wing tee here in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, because that counter play is working. They're able to seal it in.
And they didn't run that play one time in the first half.
No, Coach was worried about the power run and the counter play. from Helena.
All right, Twins left. Number 1 goes in motion. Hand to him on a quick speed sweep. Matt Fan on the chase. Several Hornets come up. Who's the one right there? Is that Connor Griffin right there on the tackle?
I'm going to tell you, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I believe our defensive end out there,
Todd Justice.
Todd Justice, he did his job.
He did.
He took the C-gap, and he went wide, and what that did is that gave a linebacker an alley to shoot, and Matt Fant shot the alley, was able to slow the running back down so the safety could come up and help make the tackle.
All right, quarterback keeper up the middle. He's looking for running room. Stephen Fant on the run. And, Richard, both receivers, I don't know if you noticed this, both receivers out here were both on the line of scrimmage. And when you ever see 2 receivers both get on the line of scrimmage, the chances there's going to be a pass is almost 0 because that inside receiver is covered up intentionally, so he can't go downfield. So what's the point? So normally you see it like that, and it's going to be a run.
Right, and you would think that the defensive players would be able to pick up on that.
Yeah, see, now they're not. Now they're not covering each other up. 3rd and 7 here. Ball on the 20-yard line. Chelsea bringing some pressure. Quarterback's rolling right. Stephen Fant gets the almost gets the sack. Cole Behrman was the first one there, and he just missed the sack. And Stephen Fant was the next one there, and he almost got the sack. The quarterback just threw it away. So earlier he runs out of bounds for a 5-yard loss. Right there, he didn't take the sack and threw the ball away.
Yep.
So, hey, coach must have gotten that ear after that last time he did that.
Yeah, you can't, like that was a boneheaded play you made earlier where you took a 5-yard loss, and that time he got rid of it. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 6 from the Chelsea 20-yard line.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Might not have a field goal kicker. The linemen are moving around, trips left, single receiver right, number 20 off to the left. Look for a pass here on 4th and 7. And Chelsea did a good job, almost jumped off sides right there, and Helena calls a timeout. It's kind of weird, though, to try that and nothing happened.
Right.
You know, a lot of teams are trying to do that. I don't know what kind of kicker Helena has. I didn't get to see them warm up or their kicker warm up. But that it would be, where was the ball at, Richard? The ball is on the 22.
About the 20.
20?
Yeah,
so it's going to be a 37-yard field goal, 36-yard field goal. So I thought for a second you were going to be arrested. I saw the Shelby County deputy coming in. I didn't know if you cleaned up all the warrants on selling ice cream.
Yeah, I tell you, riding around in the Papa ice cream, riding around, but Papa Sickle, you know.
Yeah.
Give a shout out to our Pelham peeps, getting texts saying go Chelsea, Miss Patty Bynes.
You want a popsicle?
Hey, now watch it. Popsicles paid for a lot of
there ain't
times.
nothing wrong with popsicles. Hey, Richard, I need a popsicle right now. If you would sponsor a quarter or something, you can bring popsicles up here, and I talk to you at halftime.
We got the devil cone of ice up in here, so
devil cone of ice. All right, 7 minutes, 10 seconds there after the Helena timeout. They are going to attempt. It looks like it's going to be a 36-yard field goal for the Helena Huskies. Chelsea with a 21-10 lead over the Huskies. Chelsea in a defense right here, trying a little safe defense. Don't want to let a fake happen right here. Ball snap, ball down. Blocked by Chelsea. And I didn't know you could return blocked field goals. I don't think you can either. So Chelsea defense, that's a good point, Well, and Todd Justice with the block coming to the sideline, punching people, punching himself. He's excited, Richard. Big player, make big plays, and he just made a huge block right there. So risky for Helena to attempt a 36-yard field goal, especially when you got them big old paws on number 86 with a big block.
Yeah, you know, that was a nice stop by the defense there, and that ball, even if it had not been blocked, didn't have a chance. It was a line drive.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it would have hit the pylon on the left side of the end zone there. It was hooked, shanked left, but you know what? We did block it, so we're going to call it a blocked field goal. You know, both teams have had a special teams faux pas tonight, and they like that faux pas there.
A faux pas.
And we had the fumble punt earlier, and then we just had that blocked field goal.
All right, twins left, twins right. Collier Blair in motion. Nothing. Oh, quarterback keeper, and it went nowhere. We tried to trick Helena by spreading out a little bit, and Turner just kept it with the quarterback draw, and he lost about 5 yards. You know, Richard, that's the weird thing about our offensive line. We'll block like crazy one series, and then our one play, and the next play we get hit in the backfield for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah. Can't take any plays off, and can't have negative plays, especially when you're inside the 20-yard line like we are right now.
All right, that's right, because we're down to our own 11-yard line, 10-yard line with 6:23 left. No crazy mistakes down here. We don't want to give Helena the ball. Twins right, twins left. Collier to the left. Turner looking to throw, throwing a quick out to Michael Gibbs. Turner's getting hit. As quick as he's throwing it, he's getting hit. You know, Richard, I ain't going to say we've gotten away from the run, but you think about our last 10 plays, we've thrown the ball a whole lot.
Yeah, we have. And Turner tried to run it. Right now, Ray, our last 5 plays, we got it was negative 10 yards in penalties and negative 5 yards on a rush. So we got to do something.
Yeah, 3rd and 15 here. Twins left, twins right, ball on the near hash mark. Collier moves to the left. Another pass, looking to throw. A little quick screen, throws to Collier, and throws a pass way far to the left. We hadn't run that play in a while, and that play right there is great if you can complete it, but if you don't go anywhere. So right now, Helena's winning the field position battle here in the second half.
That's right. And, right now we've got a total of, we're 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Helena has 38 yards offense in the second half. Chelsea has a negative 5.
Yep.
Plus a negative 10 yards in penalties. So netting negative 15 yards in the second half.
Richard, it's not good.
No, it's not.
21-14. Chelsea does have the lead here with 6:05 left. Jacob Boyle set to punt. Good snap. Good punt, end over end, going, well, it ain't a good punt. It's going straight up, and the ball's going to take a lateral bounce. Now it's going backwards. It looks like number 25, Connor Griffin, goes and downs the ball. So, Richard, that was a punt of about 29 yards right there. So, Jacob is inconsistent's a good word. One punt, like the first couple punts of the game, booms them.
Right.
Last couple of punts, he's got his toe up, and the ball is just end over end. You got to have a punter that can help flip the field sometimes, and we just have not had that this year. Jacob's done a good job, but we just sometimes need a great job. But, hey, he's a junior. Got you time to work.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Helena takes over on the Chelsea 39. Quick pass out to Helena, and they had trip formation. 24, Stephen Fant. Number 51, Matt Fant.
Yep.
Cousins on the tackle for the Chelsea Hornets.
Going to pick up about 2 yards there. Well, no, they have no yards. No,
really?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I was about to say 2 yards, too.
Well, the thing is that ball was, the angle we're sitting at. Plus, that ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So
good point. Good point.
By the time Stephen and Matt converged for the tackle, he barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, trips left, single receiver right, running back to the left of the quarterback. Buck sweep to the right, and he is still running. Picked up about 3. Looked like he's going to be tackled. And Richard, you correct me you're the defensive guru here. Chelsea does it a little different. They don't have a strong side, weak side. They do a field side that they call, so they'll put their, what do you call it? We got 3 sophomores just went in the game.
Logan Shores,
Chandler Pruitt, Jamie Gandy.
Yeah. Defensive end, a safety, and a outside linebacker.
Yep. And, hey, get some of those guys in, get some of those young guys in, and you never know. Chandler made a great play earlier on 3rd down. That dive and knocked the ball out of bounds. Got to look for a little quick hitch here. They've run it a couple of times. Hadn't been successful the last 2 times. Twins left. Play action pass. Quarterback looking to throw. Throws downfield. Takes a shot. Has a guy and catches it over the top of the senior, Connor Griffin. Ran a post route. Great pass for the quarterback for Helena. No flags on the play. First shot Helena's taken all night. So they're 1 for 1 on shots downfield. And he was wide open.
Yeah, he was. He just overthrew Connor. Connor never knew the ball was in the air.
Never knew the ball was in the air.
That time, that 3rd down defense, I'm not going to tell you what it's called. I kind of got the inside scoop from my sons on the team. They had a certain package that was going to bring in a couple of guys like Logan and Chandler and Jamie on the 3rd down, and that was the first time we've seen it. But anyway, a long touchdown pass there.
It wasn't on those 3.
I think he missed it.
I think he made it.
He got it.
Yeah, hit the goalpost, looked like. Yeah, well, it's tough from this angle. All right, Richard, they never got in that Cajun Boys, our Po Boys blue zone, but they did score a Dr. Hayes, Robbie Hayes, Hayes Eye Center touchdown. Dr. Robbie Hayes has been serving the families of Chelsea for 27 years. Dr. Hayes is a trusted member of the community and takes pride in providing exceptional eye care for his patients. Dr. Hayes is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School. 205-678-2020.
Well, that time, that play, that drive, Robbie Hayes' touchdown drive went 1 minute 27 seconds. Took 39 yards for that Helena touchdown. Most of it coming on that long touchdown pass there from Stamba to the receiver for Helena.
All right, Richard, we got a Bob Kirkendall of Arc Realty kickoff. Bob would love to hear from you. 205-413-0600 or visit realtor-bob.com. Helena goes to kick, kicks a low line drive. The ball would be picked up by number 1, Collier Blair, at about the 12-yard line. Collier's got a seam. He's hitting the right side. He's to the 40, 45, up to the 50, and gets hit. Almost looks like laid out of bounds. Big return for Collier Blair, the sophomore. We keep saying the word sophomore. And Chelsea's going to have great field position, so at least, even though Helena scored, at least we have field position at this point.
Well, and it takes something like that, just like the pick 6 from Stephen Fan
Where
earlier.
in the world are they marking it?
I thought he got knocked out by the kicker,
Richard.
But then that would have been a late. Well, I don't know.
Then that's exactly right. If he got hit there, then how is that not a late hit up here on the 48-yard line on the other side? So if he ran out, then I'd be in somebody's here. Boy, it's a good thing I ain't on the sideline. I got a penalty last Monday on this Monday night. Yes, I did.
Was it because I wasn't there? I usually get one for us.
Another sideline warning.
Oh, really?
All right, Chelsea has the ball on their own 48-yard line. Ethan Shaw in the game. Twins right. Lando Mickles in motion. Lando takes a speed sweep and doesn't go anywhere. I think they figured out that play.
Well, he did a good job just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
He did. Maybe he picked up a yard.
Yeah, he was. Our chain gang seems to think he did, but I don't know.
Well, they did. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 9 right here for the Hornets. Ball sitting between the hashes, laying on the C of Chelsea. Here in midfield, 3:53 left. Score tied 21-21. Twins right, Twins left. Ethan Shaw remains in the game. Ball snapped. Another pass play. Screen thrown. Caught by Caleb Tyndall, and he gets 1 more yard. So now we're at 3rd and 8. We've tried a couple of slip screens, and we've not been successful this year running screens. Screens is an art, and I know I've never been a screen running kind of guy because it takes so much time and so much preparation. You see these teams run them, and you're like, God, I know as a coach, it takes a lot of time to train your kids on how to run screens.
Right. Well, and I know why they're running screens, because screens, when Helena's defense is getting so far upfield so fast, those screens kind of take advantage of that, and we haven't been able to tonight.
Empty formation here, trips right, Twins left. Ball snap is low. Turner running for his life, has a guy, throws it, comes back. I think Michael Gibbs was in the middle of his route. Helena's figured out, bring pressure.
Yeah.
Bring pressure, and Chelsea's not handling the pressure well. We've not handled pressure well most of the year. And so where we have good field position, we gained a total of 3 yards. So, Richard, our woes on offense continue to follow us into the 3rd quarter because 2nd quarter was great, but 3rd quarter so far we've started off a little slow.
Yeah, we've got to be able to sustain some drives. We had some success. We got to build off that success that we had right there at the end of the half.
Well, you think about our 3 touchdowns. We had an interception return, and there at the end we had a scramble for a touchdown. Good snap by Xander Eccles, another sophomore. Ball punted to the right side. It's going to hit about the 23 and bounce straight up in the air. And number 11, Caleb Tyndall, blocking. And thank goodness there's no flag because normally for us, it was funny talking to David Birdsong there at halftime. We were talking about officials, and he was making the same comment I made. He said, as long as you've been at Chelsea, have you ever seen good officials, home or away? And I said, we've only had a few games that we've commented that the officials are actually good.
Yeah. Carver was good for 3.
Yeah, 3 quarters.
3 quarters.
All right, Helena takes over at their own 22-yard line, handed to number 20 up the middle. He's juking and jiving, dives forward after Wesley Pouncey holds onto his feet. But he's going, goodness nations, he picked up 5 yards on that play. I didn't see 5 yards out of it, but okay. 2:23 left here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd down and 5. The Helena's offensive line has done a really good job up the middle blocking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with that 3-man, the thing they're doing is they're getting to our linebackers.
Yeah, that's right. Low snap, handed off up the middle again. He's not getting 5 yards this time, folks. No. He got hit at the line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up 3rd down and well, don't you move that stick. He didn't get no yard. Yeah, good.
Move backwards.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd. Maybe move forward. It's going to be 3rd and a long 4, short 5, however you want to say it.
I'm sorry.
No, it was 152 left. 21-21. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
No, we're good. You tell what's happening because they're about to run a play.
3rd and long 4 here. Helena's getting her signal. I'm hoping they run the wing tier wishbone or something here. Helena's running receivers up to the line of scrimmage. Twins left, single receiver right, fullback in the backfield. Quick, looks like the quarterback was going to throw it, and he's going to get hit. Don't let him get the 1st down. Going to be short.
What I was going to say is with the way that works with our 3-man front there, when we play a team that's got a big offensive line like Helena does, we've got to do a good job up front of making our 3 defensive guys take up all 5 offensive guys.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Sometimes we're not able to do that. We need to get Cooper Griffin in check. Looks like Kobe Clements coming off a little gimpy there. If we can get Connor to Cooper to kind of check on that and see how Kobe's doing. We got to have
another
him.
Crazy snap right there, almost blocked. Ball's going to hit. Picked up by LG. LG ain't got anywhere to go. He's doing a little dance and hits the left sideline. Drug out of bounds. Don't get a penalty. Don't get no chipping. Lando Nichols, he's a chippy little fiery little.
He is that.
He can be my little hairy pet, chia pet.
Little hairy pet, chia pet.
Yeah.
I've heard it just about
Lando's hair, you got to see his hair. It sticks straight up. Good-looking young man. Saw him this morning. We were talking about at Bible study this morning. I was talking to him, and I said something to him about Lando. I said, you excited to be a senior? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, the bad news is you're a senior. Good news is you're done growing.
He's done growing.
He's done. I mean, by the time you're a senior, you don't do much growing after your senior year.
No.
Maybe out like me and you. But no, we're not getting any taller.
No, we're not. We're not getting any taller. We're just getting better with age.
41, that is 41.6 seconds.
41 seconds, yeah.
I think it's 41 seconds, if we're not mistaken. Chelsea has 2 tight ends in the game. Collier Blair is in there. Single receiver right here by himself, Douglas Wood. Ball handed to Collier up the middle. Collier, the ball is fumbled. It's fumbled. He fumbled. I think he fumbled. I'm hoping they say he's down. Oh, please say we got it. Collier's fighting for his life for that ball. He got hit, and right before he went down.
They're saying Chelsea he got it back.
Did he?
Yeah, I think we got it back.
Oh,
Doug Woods
thank you.
Yeah.
There goes Ethan Shaw. Collier Blair coming out of the game.
That's his second ball he's put on the ground tonight. That's not like Collier.
Coach, he walked straight over to Coach Goodwin. Coach Goodwin giving him some encouragement, I'm sure. Same formation. Michael Gibbs, single receiver to the left. Douglas Woods, single receiver to the right. We got 2 fullbacks in the backfield. Ethan Shaw also in the backfield. Ball handed off up the middle. Ethan lowers his head, but there's nowhere to go. After Collier picked up 2 yards on the first play, Ethan picked up none, maybe even lost a little bit. So it's going to be 3rd down, and it's going to bring an end to this 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, Chelsea 21, Helena 21. Richard, I'm seeing flashes like deja vu of last year all over again.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the wire, and we said that. It's going to be a tough game. This game tonight brought to you by Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning. And Skelton's Heating and Air Conditioning offers repair and installation services in the greater Birmingham area. At Skelton's, they believe in quality, honesty, and integrity, and that's the way they conduct their business every day. Skelton's Heating and Air offers quality work at a fair price and combines that with impeccable service, whether it's residential or commercial. You'll appreciate the technical skill and personal commitment to putting people before profit. 205-277-6055. We appreciate them being our game sponsor for the 2018 Chelsea Hornet football season this year.
Richard, I don't know if you know this or not.
I know it's about everything.
Huh?
What's today?
National Boyfriend Day. And so
I'm not your boyfriend.
My girlfriend, I know you're not my boyfriend. My girlfriend's she's come up here.
Oh,
you see her
Mandy
reflection.
in the house?
Mandy,
I do.
Mandy has come up here to stand behind us now. She's doing what she does a lot.
On her phone.
On her phone.
Former Chelsea Hornet flautist.
Flautist. She was a flautist in the band. Boy, if I could got her up here for a halftime interview, I don't know what she'd have said.
I think maybe we can get her to play the flute one time at halftime.
She does not play the flute anymore.
What?
Nope.
Once a flautist, always a flautist.
Man, she ain't even paying. I don't even know if she knows what we're talking about.
I don't think so either.
All right, 3rd and 6
She's learned to
right
tune you
here.
out, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. 3rd and 6. Chelsea has the ball on their own 44-yard line. Fake to Collier. Turner runs back around, throws it to Collier. All here out by himself to the 50, 45, to the 40. Collier breaks a tackle, tiptoes down the sideline, but he stepped out at the 37-yard line. Great play call right there by Coach Goodwin. They faked it to Collier on the sweep, and Turner rolled to his right, and Collier was standing out here all by himself, and they threw it to
throwback,
him. Big 280 medical. We ain't been able to say 280 medical supply the whole second half, Richard.
That's right.
Nobody's had a first down. We've had 1 long touchdown pass by Helena, but other than that, that's the first 280 medical supply we've had this half. All right, twins right, twins left. Quick, looks like a little speed option. Turner got hit by number 51 and got jacked up. And then the guy for Helena, number 6, kind of surprised he didn't get a penalty on that. He hit Logan Brazier after the play and shoved Logan. I don't know how they didn't throw a flag, but I know why, because we're at home.
That's right. Well, Turner tried cutting back across the grain that time, and 51 came up and popped him. That 51, that's our stud middle linebacker.
Yep. Betty's a junior.
Let's see.
Betty is.
Well, that's the class that puts so many of our guys in the hospital when they're in 8th grade.
All right, twins right, single receiver left. We got a receiver run downfield, and we're throwing it. Peacock goes up,
and he
makes the catch, and his helmet came off.
Will.
It ain't target. I didn't think it was target. I think he just got his helmet knocked off. But I'm going to be honest with you, Richard, it made me nervous when he threw it because he really wasn't open.
But he was triple coverage.
But Will Peacock's about 6 foot.
Will's a big dude.
Let me see how tall Will is. Will is 6'2", wait a minute, 6 foot, 197. That's a lie. He's bigger than 197, but he's about 6 foot, 6'1", and he just went up over those guys and caught it for another 280 medical supply first down. 2 big plays for the Hornets on this drive. Desmond Battle checks in the game here. Twins right. Ball handed to Collier, and Collier gets hit immediately. Helena came on the blitz, and they hit Collier as quick as he got the football.
Yeah, they brought several people right up the gut right there.
And Collier's limping. That ain't good.
Hey, Cooper, did you get a checkup on Colby Clements for us?
Yes. Yeah. It seemed that he was just getting up a little gingerly. He'll be back in the game for this one.
Good.
Hopefully Ginger will let him up. All right, Desmond Battle checks out of the game. Will Peacock back in the game. Ethan Shaw, the senior running back, gets back there in the backfield with Turner. Turner tries to draw him off sides. Richard, guess who's blitzing? Helena.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you do that just to see who's blitzing.
Right.
We do it all the time at the 9th grade. Play action here. Turner throws a quick pass to number 9, Douglas Wood, and it's almost picked off, and it is picked off.
Yeah.
They're going to give it to him. It was underthrown.
Yeah.
Turner just threw it off his back foot, and it was underthrown. Big interception right there. 3rd turnover of the game.
It was a back shoulder throw there, and it just came up a little short there. The defender was in great position.
Yeah.
Doug was trying to fight him for position, and he just got out-fought in position there. Like I said, the ball was just a little underthrown there. But, that's going to be our third
turnover of the game. Yeah. We've had 2 fumbles on offense, or 1 on offense, 1 on special teams, and now a pick. That's a tough turnover. We were moving the football, Richard. We were close to that Cajun boys and our Po boys blue zone, but Helena picks it off in the end zone, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Helena at their 20-yard line. Guy comes in motion for Helena, handed back to number 20, and he's got hit as soon as he gets the ball, and he has nowhere to go for a Chelsea stop right there.
Yeah, this is big. We need to be we did a good job. Our offense and special teams did a good job of flipping the field. We've got to take advantage of this. We need a big turnover down here. That would be huge.
I just got a text from Angie Seabolt. Per Will Peacock's mom, he's 195. Whoops, wait a minute, Dad says 205.
Okay.
Well, sorry about that. I'm going to say he looks 220. A good 220. But either way, we're glad Will Peacock on a great catch a while ago. Quick pass to the sideline. Number 2 on a comeback. They called it incomplete, Richard? No, they called it complete. I thought you were saying.
I was just telling you who was on coverage.
Gotcha. Number 4, Will Sullivan. 41, okay. Jacob Clayton. Sorry. No, you can say it. We'll let you even talk, Richard.
Jacob, he's been over there. I'm over here trying to statisticize and statistician and talk about it. Let's see.
Trips right. 3rd and short right here. Quarterback keeping it low snap. We get him in the backfield. We got him wrapped up, Richard. Who was back there first? Matt Fan on a blitz. Looks like Jacob Clayton back there.
But I think he got a first down.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did. They was just 3rd and 1.
Yeah, but we were to him in the backfield. As soon as he picked the ball up, we were falling off of him.
They picked up at the 1 yard needed.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. He's going to bring a first down.
If we could tackle, we'd be all
9 minutes left to go.
8:56 left. Score still tied 21-21. Helena is driving. Trips right. Quarterback keeps it again and absolutely goes nowhere that time. Jordan Smith on the tackle along with several other Hornets trying to let them unpile right here so we can tell you Colby Clements. Oh, Colby's on the ground. Is he cramping or is he hurt?
I think he was.
We ran out quick. My goodness, the trainers right there before they even blew the whistle.
He's down now. I think he's cramping. He kind of came off earlier gingerly, as one Cooper Griffin said, and I think he's cramping back up again. Let's hope that's what it is. Get him some pickle juice or some mustard.
Yeah, I was talking to Josh, the trainer, the other day, and we were talking about cramping. He said, I'm just really surprised we're cramping at this time of year because it is a little cooler at night. And so we're just going, let's see what the injury is. All right, 8:32 left, 21-21. The Hornets are tied up with Helena here in this fourth quarter, this home game, this beautiful night here in Chelsea High School. And right now it looks like number 40, the Colby, a junior or senior? He's a junior. Isn't he? Yeah. Junior. Colby Clements is cramping on the field. They've got his foot in the air trying to work that cramp up. But anyways, what I was saying is Josh was saying he was surprised we're cramping. He said he had to go actually get mustard from the concession stand to get some of the cramps to get out in the freshman game the other night.
Yeah, it's that mustard and pickle juice, that stuff's spot on. It'll work, right? When we have an injury time out there, and like I said, it's just going to be a cramp, and then those things hurt. But that's a Ridgecrest Homes timeout. Ridgecrest Homes is excited about their partnership with Cool 96.9. Ridgecrest Homes is building homes in the new farmhouse community, Adams Ridge, located in Chelsea behind Publix off Highway 280. Ridgecrest Homes, 205-980-2877, or ridgecresthomes.net.
We got a good training staff.
Yeah.
Here at Chelsea.
Miss Causey.
Yep. All right, trips right, single receiver left, running back in the backfield, play action pass. Quarterback looking to throw. Todd Justice just misses a sack, and Todd is still hustling. And guess who comes back? That's Wesley Pouncey.
Yep.
But, hey, Wesley.
Todd was in there.
Yeah, Todd was. Todd just out of the fingertips of his rush right there. He, one thing we haven't done as much this year as I really thought we would is I really felt like we might have a few more sacks from this defense, and we've not had as many. We've had a good defensive front, but as far as sacks go, we averaging about 1.5 a game.
I'd say we're more of a run-stopping front.
I agree.
Than we are
pass-rushing game.
Pass-rushing front, but that time we had good pressure on him.
Yeah.
Like I said, just out of the fingertips of Todd there. But he was hustling. He and Wesley made the tackle.
All right, big third down right here. Handed off number 20 up the middle, and he ain't got nobody touching him. And taking a bad angle right there, and he is, Richard, as we know, he can go. Big play right up the middle, and nobody was there to touch him. Richard, I think the only person that touched him was the guy high-fived him in the end zone.
Yep.
So much for that run stopping
we
was just talking about.
Well, the problem is Colby's over here with cramps. I believe Colby's still out.
He is.
Matt Fant had moved into Mike linebacker, and he's not used to playing that position. And they got a hat on a hat there, like I said, and created a crease. And once he hit the second level, he was gone.
Well, here's the thing. If they was going to score, it's best they score quick because now Chelsea's got to get the ball. But Richard, like we talked about earlier, 7:28 left here to go in the fourth quarter. Chelsea 21, Helena 28 on that long touchdown run of about 50 yards by the sophomore running back, number 20 for Helena. So it's Richard.
Did you say 20 yards?
No, 50 yards by number 20. Yeah,
I got you.
By number 20.
Yeah, Ray, that was a 2-minute, 32-second drive. It took up 80 yards because that was on the interception. We were going down to score. That's a 14-point swing right there.
Huge.
Chelsea was going down to score. We threw the back shoulder pass to the end zone, got picked off, touchback. Helena got the ball on the 20-yard line, and then they took the ball 80 yards in 2 minutes and 32 seconds for a Hayes Eye Center touchdown, which brings the score with 7 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the game. 28 Helena, Chelsea 21.
Yep.
Got to do something.
Yep. Collier Blair and LG both back deep. Both have the ability to take us back to the house right here. So, Richard, got to have this is a Bob Kirkendall of Art Realty kickoff sponsor here. Unfortunately, it's just the wrong team kicking off.
The ball falls off the tee. Not because we have a lot of wind, but I think he just didn't do a good job placing it. Ray, I think those nachos that Miss Donna had with the peppers have woken up your sinuses because could be the change in weather because the weather hadn't changed.
Well, some peppers Donna had in here in the first half. All right, the kickoff has been kicked. This low line drive goes over to Collier, bounces to Collier. Collier gets it at the 5, looks to make a return, has a little bit of blocking here, gets up the side, up to the 36. Collier's got about that's 26-yard return, 27-yard return. Collier left the field limping earlier. Now he's limping again. I hope it's a different foot, but he looks like he's hurting. Cooper, do you know if by chance Collier is at the same leg he's hurt early in the season? Do we know?
Oh, Ray, I think it is the same leg, unfortunately.
Okay. Do you know if they're treating him for a high ankle sprain or just, tweaked it? What do we got here?
I feel like they're just applying lots of tape to it and trying to keep him eligible for this game as he is a big part of this team right now.
Yeah, short of making an F, I think he'll remain eligible. But Cooper, we appreciate your updates. As usual, you do a spot-on job. All right, Twins right, single receiver left, tight end in the backfield. Helena blitzing again. Quick pass, intercepted. Helena has intercepted another pass. Richard, we've gotten away from the run. You know, Helena's bringing a ton of pressure, and when you bring up a ton of pressure, you got to throw the quick stuff, and we're throwing it quick, and that was just a great interception by the defense.
No, the ball was thrown low and inside where he's taught to throw it, but Helena guy just made a play on it, and those linebackers, we said that those linebackers are the key to Helena's defense, and you know, our defense has got to step up and get a stop right here. That's our fourth turnover.
Yep, and we're down by a touchdown.
With 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
And Helena,
left.
how many turnovers Helena got? None. Colby Clements back in the game at Mike linebacker. Twins right, Twins left. Ball on the far hash mark. Ball on the 44-yard line of Chelsea. And the running back had nowhere to go right. Cut back left. Picked up, looks like about 2 yards. Going to be all the way down to the 42-yard line of Chelsea. 6:53, 6:52 go in this fourth quarter. Chelsea does need to stop them and get a touchdown here.
Yeah. All right, now, Ray, I'm telling you, we've got for the second half, Chelsea has -5, -2, has 38 yards total offense in the second half.
He's not going to win many football games, only having 38 yards and a half. All right, the ball snapped, handed to number 20. He went a while ago to the house for about 60 yards, and he's still fighting, Richard. He's going to pick up probably another 280 medical supply. First down, let's see. It might be a little short.
Yeah, about 3rd and 2.
They've ran, you know, this has been one of the only teams, Richard, for the year that's just said, hey, we're going to run it on you. And they really hadn't beat us passing it. They've really just hammered us with the run, and it's been kind of surprising. Number 20 leaves the game. I don't know why. My goodness, we ain't stopped him yet. Number 45 comes in. I saw him in a JV game last year. He is a hoss. He runs hard. You remember him. 5:52 left to go in the fourth quarter, 28-21. Helena is driving. If we don't stop them here and they score, it could be tough to fight uphill on this one because we cannot get down 2 touchdowns here with about 5:45 left.
That's right. You know, and Helena's going to call a timeout, a Ridgecrest Homes timeout for us tonight. And, yeah, we've got to get a stop here. It's 3rd and 2. Coach Ellison, Coach Hibbs, Coach Crabtree, they got to come together here and cook up something that can get us a stop.
Because you know they're going to go for it on 4th down. So
I'm going to say
two-down territory here.
If 20 is not in the game, you got to stop number 13.
Well, I agree with you.
But you got number 45.
45. He's a hoss. See how big 45 is.
This Max Preps roster I printed out here, it goes from 44 to 48.
Well,
so 45 falls between there, and
it's not on there.
Not on there. So
and you do remember him last year in the JV game? He's a big boy.
Big guy, yeah. I mean,
I actually asked. I was over helping do the chains for that game, and I asked somebody where did he come from. They said he moved in last year. He didn't play against us when he was, and I think he's a sophomore. Or no, he's a junior this year because he was a sophomore last year.
He's out. We got number 51, the middle linebacker in it.
Well, you know what's happening right here? Quarterback keeping the ball going left.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happens. And he picks up first down.
Yep.
Richard, it's things like that. It doesn't, as a defensive coach and defensive player, Helena's getting fired up. Number 1, look, he's a receiver, and he's jumping up and down. He knew how big that first down was.
Oh, yeah.
Because with 5:37 left, if Helena milks this clock right here and keeps running the football, we ain't got an answer for it.
No. You know, number 20 is checking back in. He just needed a little water break.
Yep.
And he's back in now, though, and we're probably going to get a steady dose of him right
now.
Twins
left, single receiver right, fullback in the backfield. Number 20 off to the right of the quarterback. I'm going to imagine they're going to hand it to him up the middle, and that's exactly what you got, him up the middle. He went nowhere, though. Great job right there by number – Todd Justice, the senior.
Yep.
So, and here's what we got to watch. We got to watch 20 up the middle, which he's been doing it. And then watch 13 keeping it off the corner. But that's going to be – it's a Jordan Smith, Todd Justice situation. They're reading that in. Like I said, we've been running a scout team against our freshmen. You're reading that defensive end. If he crashes down on the dive, the quarterback keeps it. 4:48 left, 4:47. Chelsea down by 7. Helena got trips left, moving their tight end to the right. Running back off to the left. Look for a hand sweep going to the right here. Quarterback keeping it. Ball snap, he's just keeping it. And that's a hold right there, and they called it. I saw it. They held the fool out of Todd Justice right there. and they called it. So
Didn't
clock
even hesitate.
will no, he didn't hesitate. He heard me up here.
You know what? That's the second penalty on Helena all
Yeah,
night.
and for a team that's 1-4, it's pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
But that's what you're gonna get when you play against officials.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, Richard. You can play the worst team in high school football. They could lead the state in penalties. They're going to come here and they're going to not get a penalty because we don't get. But it ain't. I joke about the refs. It really hadn't been a terrible call game tonight, except I'd like to see a few more penalties on Helena.
Well, if this is the same crew that when we have Pelham, their arms are probably still tired.
No, that's right. They ain't
throwing
recovered.
All the flags. It's a different crew. But I think they had to ice their shoulders down after the Pelham game.
Jamie Gandy checks in the game. Todd Justice moves to nose guard. Trips left. Quick pass. Kind of surprising here. And if he can get him out, oh, my goodness. He ran nothing but a little turnaround route, a little now route. And it's going to be, that's stupid.
Yeah. It's going to be a late hit on it.
They ran a now route, which is basically takes one step, turns around, picks up 12 yards, and he gets tackled out of bounds, and a flag flies because on their sideline, I'm sure some coach talked him into throwing a flag, and there goes a penalty against Chelsea. So, like I said, Helena's got 2. Chelsea's probably got 6 or 7. 4:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Chelsea 21, Helena 28. So once the official comes off the field and tells us the penalty, I think he's over asking the coach, what penalty would you like for it to be, coach? And here's the signal. It's going to be a personal foul against Chelsea, and that's going to be a first down. You know what I didn't understand that night? Pelham got 2 personal fouls that night, and we did not get first downs. I'd like to understand the rule why Pelham that night did not get first down. That right there might have been the biggest penalty of the game, Richard.
Yep, it is. Because that's going to pick up and give them automatic first down.
But it goes back to being disciplined.
Yep.
I mean, it really does. And that's so selfish right there. And it didn't look like a late hit like he was trying to really make it. I mean, it looked like he just piled on out of bounds. So the Helena coaches are probably going to run it down, and that's what they do. And the quarterback keeps it and runs around the left end for about 2-3 yards. And so Helena's doing what they want right now. And whenever we do make a stop, we make a penalty.
Well, you know, Coach Goodwin said the other night in the coaches show, you know, he felt really good about the possibility of winning this game. And he said a win tonight could lead them into winning the next couple, which will put them on the brink of possibly making the playoffs with some help. But you drop this one tonight, and I think you're going to be able to kiss your playoff hopes goodbye.
Well, and after watching film this week, Richard, I even told Coach Ellison today, I felt like this offense was the worst offense we've faced all year. And the ball snapped. Quarterback met the line of scrimmage. So Todd Justice, Wesley Smith, all in there hammering down.
Wesley
Matt
Pouncey
Fant,
or Jordan Smith?
Jordan Smith, I'm sorry. I don't even know if Wesley Pouncey's out there right now.
All right, 13th helmet came off again.
Yep.
Chelsea takes a timeout, a Ridgecrest Homes timeout, with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left. I mean, we still got some time.
We do,
you know, but we got to have a stop here. It's 3rd and 8.
And it's 4-down territory. You know they're going to go for it. They'd be smart to attempt a field goal, maybe, because they'd put us in two possession game.
Yeah. But you know the way, you know, we already blocked one tonight.
We did. All right. Richard, what do you dial up here on 3rd down? I wouldn't listen. I don't think they're beyond throwing it here. I think they think Chelsea might be bringing the house because they think they're running. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't throw something across the middle here. We've been a little weak in the middle all year, so I wouldn't be surprised if nothing's thrown across the middle here.
Well, you know, you get maybe a little twist up front, maybe bring a little extra pressure. You know, you got to bring. Cannot give this guy time to sit back there and look for an open receiver.
No.
You got to bring some pressure. I know Kobe Clements is he's a little gimpy right now. Looks like, well, you know what? We got the 3rd down package in here. Got a couple of sophomores in there. You got some speed with Jamie Gandy, some more pass rushers. Jamie Gandy, Logan Shores, Chandler Pruitt. Let's see what they can dial up here.
Hand it to number 20 up the middle.
You look at there, Logan Shores.
Yeah, Logan on the tackle.
Yeah, Logan and Todd Justice, Cole Berryman on the stop there.
There goes some of those young guys out. So the whole one's 4th down, 4th and 6 right here.
Big play.
3:05, 3:04. Clock is ticking. The clock is not our friend. Chelsea takes another timeout. You got to stop it on one side or the other. You stop it now on defense, you're not going to have any for offense, but at one point you got to stop it.
Well, in your passing game, way we work the sidelines.
Yeah.
You know, with those comeback routes and those quick little hitches. You know, you can control the clock a little bit more on offense than you can when you're on defense. Again, another Ridgecrest Homes timeout. Let me tell you about our pregame sponsor. It seemed like a long time ago, but Chelsea Coffee House.
Yep.
Chelsea Coffee House is located at 16688 Highway 280, Suite B in Chelsea. Their phone number is 678-4444. Owned by Jeff Gross, Chelsea Coffee House has been a Chelsea favorite since 2012 with amazing hot and cold drinks, delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner choices, and it's a great location for your small group to meet.
Richard, biggest play of the game.
Right here.
4th down and 7 right here, 4th and 6. 3 minutes, 4 seconds
field goal.
left.
They brought in a kicking ball, and they're going. Helena's going to attempt a.
It's going to be about
34-yarder.
Yeah, 35-yarder. It's right on the 25-yard line. The T's sitting. 35-yard field goal here. Last field goal they attempted, we blocked. 3 minutes left. Big field goal, big defense stop. We get across. The ball is kicked. It's not going to make it.
No.
Huge stop by Chelsea. Still got life, but Richard, that 38 yards of offense we have in the whole second half, we got to make that up right now. We can't go only 38 yards right now. We've got to go, let's see where they spot it. Show me on the 25-yard line. We got to go 75 yards if we want to win this football game.
That's right. And, you know, it's sorry, I'm doing a little adding
No,
over
you're
here.
fine. We still got 2 minutes,
still
58 seconds here.
Got our ball on the 20-yard line.
25 shouldn't have been. No, it is 20-yard line. My
20-yard
bad.
line. It was a missed field goal, so they're going to put it on the 20. You know, we need an 80-yard drive. We need about a 2-minute, 58-second drive to accept 80 yards for a touchdown. Here's what we need.
Collier's still limping. Not sure he's 100% now. We look confused on offense. We got receivers swapping sides of the field. Trips right, twins left, empty formation. Turner throws a quick pass right here to the sideline. Number 6, Michael Gibbs. Helena didn't bring any pressure that time.
They're going to sit back and play some defense because they know that we can throw the ball on them.
Well, you say that. We hadn't. We got 38 yards the whole second half. We ain't been doing nothing on them this whole second half. But here we go. Trips right. Twins left. Turner in the backfield by himself. Ball up to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. That's an 8-yard pickup. Turner, they brought some pressure this time. Throw across the middle, just over the head of Lando Nichols. And there is a pile back there where Turner is. I mean, there's players. It looks like a stack of bodies up there.
Right there.
And I'm sure Turner's on the bottom somewhere. There he is. He's probably been hit more tonight than he's been hit all year.
Yeah, he's there. Helena has their front 5 or 6, their front 4, and a couple of their linebackers have been coming all night long.
Empty formation again for the Hornets. Trips right, twins left. There's 17 seconds left to go on the play clock. 2:45 left to go in the game. 28-21. Chelsea has to score if they want to even have a chance to take this to overtime. Ball on the far hash mark. Turner calls for the snap. No blitz. Just up the middle. Throw to Reggie Fisher. Reggie with a catch up to the 40-yard line after the forward progress. So we're moving the ball. And there's a penalty flag. And if it's on Logan Brazier, it's on between Logan and another kid. Logan gets about 1 a game, and you hope this ain't.
He's getting a high five here. Hopefully
it's against Helena.
Logan's walking up, so.
Let's see. Please be against Helena. Could be offsetting here too, Richard.
He's pointing in this direction.
He's walking to where the line of scrimmage is. It looks like the official's just going to mark it off against Helena. Good. Catch a break on this one because personal foul against Helena. It's going to take us up to, looks like about the 45-yard line of Helena. So, Richard.
And you know what this coach did, and I like it? He took the guy that just got the personal foul out. And
Good.
That's what a real coach does.
That's right. That's very wise. We ain't seen much of that. Causey the other night cost his team a kid because he wouldn't take his kid out. Twins left. Trips right. Turner with a snap. Looking downfield. Steps up. Throws to Reggie. And Reggie could not come down with it. It was being bobbled as they went out of bounds. Richard, the sideline had not been open on that play. We've tried a couple times on the sideline here, and Helena's done a good job of matching up. You know, the one thing here, Helena's got to be worried about the sideline. Maybe something down the middle here. 2:23 left. 28-21. Helena still with the lead. Trips right. Twins left. Turner in the backfield all by himself. The ball on the Helena 45-yard line. Helena only bringing 4. Chelsea has 5 blocking. Helena stunned right there. And
nice.
Doug Wood
with
a huge catch. There's only reason he caught that ball since he's about 6'2". Huge pass by Turner.
Catch.
Huge catch by Douglas Wood for a big pickup of about 25 yards. The ball down to the 20-yard line of Helena. 2:16 left, 28-21. Clock is ticking. Chelsea's got to have a touchdown here, Richard.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go on record. So that might be one of the best catches in Chelsea history.
It was a big one.
That was a huge
Out
catch.
of his hands, and he just reached up and snagged it. Helena's bringing a little pressure this time, and we moved Michael Gibbs. And hey. So we got a question for you, Mr. Ref. If the flag and the whistle's blown, then why are we getting hit in the backfield and there's no flag? Yeah, well, you can boo all you want, but it ain't going to happen.
No.
False start. Yeah, that kid knew the play was dead. You know he did. And how they don't throw a flag on that is just garbage to me because he easily knew that play was dead. Knew the play was dead.
Turner was just standing there.
Yeah, and hit Turner. He knew Turner wasn't doing nothing. And if I'm the white hat, I throw the flag and look at him and say, you knew that play was dead. Don't do it again. But that tells you, we're at home. 1:50 left to go in the game. Chelsea down by a touchdown, 28-21. 1st and 15. Turner throws a quick pass across the middle. Caught. Looks like number 1, the sophomore. It's going to be a Chelsea first down. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if it's going to be a first down or not. We're going to be about half a yard short, it looks like. Down to the 13-yard line. 129, 128, 127 left to go in the fourth quarter. Richard, these nail-biter games are killing us.
I know. That's a huge pickup. You got lots of plays when it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah. All right, twins right, twins left. The ball is at the 13-yard line. Collier goes in motion. Looks like we moved. We didn't. Oh, and Turner gets hit. We've tried that play, and it hadn't worked.
Ball came out. I thought he was down.
I thought he had to be down.
They said he was down.
But, Richard, we've tried that play, and it hadn't worked yet. I mean, and here's the thing, too, I don't understand about that play.
Running.
Yeah, the clock's running. We're down to 52 seconds. There's no sense of urgency.
No.
None.
Third, and then we went from 2nd and 2
to third and 8. It's 44 seconds, 43 seconds. 3rd and 9. We ain't got to get it all right here, but we got to get close. Empty formation. The ball sitting between the hash marks. Turner looks to throw, looks downfield, throws the ball over the head of Collier. Thought they were going to call interference, but Collier forgot we're playing at home.
Well, we let 20 seconds run off the clock
when
we snapped the ball.
Right. 20 seconds ran off the clock in that play. We're standing around. Now we call a timeout. So Richard, instead of being 47 seconds, is 27 seconds and 4th and 9. Oh, goodness gracious.
Well,
Richard, what do you call on 4th and 9?
You're the offensive coordinator. I know what I do on defense. I'm bringing the house.
Why not?
Yeah.
I think
it's been successful all night.
Listen, if
you're
you bring the
pressure,
house, and as an offensive coordinator, you tell your quarterback wherever the pressure is coming from is where you're going to find an open receiver. Typically, they're not going to bring more than you have covering because and you tell me if I'm wrong, when you bring pressure, you normally run man. You don't run a lot of zone. There are zone blitzes, but in this situation, I think you got man on man here. And maybe you come out in a different kind of formation, maybe a little motion to see if they're in man.
Well, and I said bring the house, but Helena's having success bringing
four guys. Yeah.
So you bring those 4 guys and you drop 7, and think that your 4 can get to the quarterback before he can find an open receiver, pick up the first down. Here's the deal. Is the receivers, Coach Goodwin and those offensive coaches over there have got to be telling the receivers, you've got to get past the sticks.
Yep, can't catch a 4-yard pass.
A 4th and 8, 4th and 7 do us no good.
Yep, just got a text. We just lost 60 seconds on this one drive because of just poor clock management. All right. Timeout by Helena, I bet. Yeah, they wanted to see what we were going to come out in. And they did, and we came out with twins left, a tight end on the line of scrimmage, and then twins right. We've not managed the clock well right here, and we just let 20, like you said, we had 20 seconds run off the clock. We've lost a good 60 seconds, just poor clock management.
Turner was tackled with 55 seconds left.
Yeah, and here's what I'd say too. I get wasting a little time when it was 2nd and 2. But after we lost that time, we just did a lot of standing around. It's like we wasn't expecting that to happen. But you know what? I got a problem. Well, I ain't got a problem with the play. I mean, you got to have plays you go to. But what I don't understand is you're in empty formation right there, and Turner's not trying to run the draw up the middle. He looks like he's trying to roll out and run the draw, and he's running right into the defender. And I don't know if it's a design roll left draw or if he's just thinking there's a hole there. But you know, I don't know if that's with 3rd and 2, 2nd and 2, maybe not a bad call. Either way, 4th and 9 right here, 27 seconds left. Richard, this is the ball game.
Yep.
This is the ball game. People get on your feet.
Empty set.
Yep, empty formation. Turner in the backfield. The ball snapped. They're bringing pressure. He throws it quick. Has a guy. It is picked off. Helena will win the ball game, and Helena is going nuts on the sideline. First time they've ever beat Chelsea.
Yeah. I mean, they've won one ball game.
5th turnover of the game, Richard.
Yep.
5th turnover of the game.
No time to throw the ball at all. None. It was a sea of white.
Yep.
You know, and Turner's throwing that off his back foot and just he can't step into it.
He's had to throw off his back foot all night. Yeah. He's probably been hit 15, 20 times tonight. Well, Richard, there's 20 seconds left. I'm fixing to go to Talladega. I've got Faith Walk to go to. Hate it for Chelsea. Big loss. Really shouldn't. I do not. Of all the games I thought we had a big shot to win, this was it. I thought Helena's offense was probably the worst offense we've seen all year long. And watching film, and I've watched plenty of film on them. So this is one of the bigger disappointments we've had this season because of all the games we had a chance to really take a big shot and a big win here, this was it.
Well,
a 1-5 Helena team or 1-4 Helena team should not have come here and beat us. We're a better football team.
Well, 5 turnovers.
Yep.
You're not going to win any ball games having 5 turnovers, and that's what